when we last left off, our intrepid heroes did some stuff, did some things, hung out around town, and in fact left town. They went all the way to a little village called Ramstone, out in the boonies of the duchy, out in the mountains. Got to meet some shepherd folk, and found that there were some kobold sheep thieves rustling them some livestock. The party dispatched them, and went to confront this great and terrible dragon that had taken roost up in the mountains. It turned out to be a neat who got
Roost
thrown out
is
of the
right.
house. Yeah, just tiny chicken dragon.
I wouldn't say
Hey,
tiny.
fuck.
Okay, she's
Hey,
a
God,
young chicken dragon who has an enormously fat ass.
You say a neat that's out of house, that you mean a neat that got lost on the way to the fucking convenience store to buy fucking microwave dinners?
Yeah. It's okay though. She likes rocks and has a cool skeleton in her new cave. She told the kobolds to take the sheeps back, but they didn't because they thought she'd get hungry, so they just kept them there, slightly out of sight. Oh yeah, you made peace with Melody the dragon and returned the sheep whence they came, and came on back to Crania City. Job well done. You had the chance to talk to the Chancellor, Marius Gold, learn a little about the surrounding areas and the issues with the Barbarians. Got your first look at the political map. And then when we left off, you talked to Sir Crispin Crane here, who is missing a magic ring that belonged to his family. It's been gone for like 10 days now. Really kind of like to have that back for us to go and fight the Thunderbark tribe of orcs again in the future, because that ring sure does have thunder resistance on it.
Okay. And if we, for those that forgot or don't remember or general, short-term goals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to do your short-term goals.
What was our goals? Oh god, what were we doing? We have to. We had a lead on something, didn't we? Did Kate found something?
Find a ring.
Yeah, when you guys
Well-
take your downtime after this little investigation scene, Kate will turn up a lead where she knows a red wolf fence hangs out. Maybe he's come into possession of said ring.
Oh yes. Oh good. Yes, that'd be good. I thought the red wolves might have might have picked it up, or someone, or had to go poking around less than reputable folk for to find it. I will try and do my utmost to find that goddamn ring.
Good.
Heck yeah.
Also,
Wow, you're motivated to finding a goddamn ring suddenly for like a noble. Like, what's your cater?
so who? How fucking old is this cowgirl? I don't even know now. How old is Claire?
Alright.
I thought she was like a.
Kina's
I
talking
thought
about
she-
a different ring, but yes, there is.
What?
Yeah.
No, there's a different ring. There's two rings.
Yes,
Wait,
there are
what?
2 missing rings concurrently.
Oh fuck. Oh jeez. I was focused on the one ring. I didn't know what the other one.
At the end of last session, the
The
party
one
talked
ring.
to the knight Sir Crispin Crane about a ring that was stolen from him, a magic ring. Between sessions.
Oh yes, I do
in
vaguely
RP.
remember that. Something about that. Yeah.
And yeah,
Magic
Vale went off to go talk to that cowgirl living down in the sewers, Claire, who is also missing a very much so not magic copper ring. And she's very sad about it.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Do you tell anyone during the? Is this during the downtime?
Yes, that would be
I mean,
during
yeah,
the
I'll-
downtime.
Oh yeah, I'll let the party know I went into the sewers again for like the fourth time, and met with that nice little cowgirl Claire again, and checked in on her, and found that she is missing what not a wedding ring, but
It's a promise ring.
it's a promise ring. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, that's it.
I think just Steve, Steve is like just scratching his forehead on the mask. It's like, do you want help finding the ring, Vale?
That would be nice. Yes, I do wish to find it. Seemed to be
Uh,
extremely important to the young girl.
Okay. Would you please lead the way then?
Oh,
To where she is.
right now, I don't we have? I thought we had other things to do.
I was asking, it was happening during the downtime.
Oh, during the
It
downtime.
is
It
happening during the downtime.
Right.
it is, but also before downtime, you were going to go do Sir Crispin Crane's thing.
Yeah, okay.
Might
Okay, good to
it
know.
might be best to do time in a linear order. Before Kina gets
Yes.
even more confused.
What? Yes,
Well,
please.
don't worry, Kina's not
Chronological order.
dead.
It's not a huge
Yeah.
differential.
I'm lagging behind a little bit at the moment.
We need to, we need to adjust your fucking computer clock here.
No,
Okay.
the computer needs to go to sleep for a while. That's what it needs. But that can't happen right now, so.
Also, Skow, I
well.
could have sworn I saw you had a short-term goal, but it seems to have disappeared.
God damn it, I did have one, and I also said multiple times, I'm editing it, please stay out of it. Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, I'll go back in again.
Alright, so jumping back to where we actually immediately left off last session, you are accompanying Sir Crispin Crane down a fairly short way from the castle to a townhouse up in the shadow of Flamegrace Tower, about thereabouts. It's in a row of other houses, all nicely painted with small but verdant green gardens outside. Or at least they were verdant and green, with the drought going on and not a whole lot of running water in the city. There is not much to keep them green. Some people have tried, but many have simply let them wither with little recourse. And Crispin is one of the lucky ones, or at least attentive ones. His garden plot still has some grass growing in it, and there's a couple of shrubs still thriving out there. And a lovely little doormat that he will wipe his feet on before pulling out a very large brass key and plugging it into a new-looking lock on the front door, which he will let open and allow you entry into the looks like a 4-room apartment. Not huge by any means, but nicer than most of the places you've been in town so far. Here we are.
Nice.
Thank you. We try.
You succeed.
So, the bedroom's upstairs. That's where the ring was stolen from. You'll come with me.
I do not want to insult, but you are also certain that this is stealing and not just like a mischievous pet or a child or...
Well, I don't have any children or pets, so that would be rather difficult.
Okay, just checking.
Yes.
It would be it'd be real embarrassing if we go through all that and it's just like, oh yeah, I found out that the cat ate it and we just instead had to spend 2 days trying to get it to shit.
Yes. Well, and if a creature ate it, I'm sure we would have come back into possession of it by now. It's been 10 days.
Yes.
Well, how many have access to this place?
The house? Just me and my wife.
You and your wife, okay. What's her shoe size?
What? I'm
He's got a
sorry.
foot fetish.
No, I do
Crane
not.
cringes at you.
It's not about that. It's to see if you find traces of like where your ring has been. If your foot, if the foot imprintations, indentations, or traces of it would match your wife or not. So we can filter out your footprints and your wife's.
He continues to look at you with just like, as if looking at human trash for a moment before turning back to the stairs. Yes, I'm sure we can find a pair of her shoes somewhere, if you must.
Savin role-playing someone who isn't into feet. There's a noble. I don't believe it.
Whether he's into feet or not is irrelevant. He doesn't like Steve being into his wife's feet.
You know what?
No,
never mind.
no, I
Yeah,
will
right.
just give fucking Talia a smack. Do not insinuate things. Thank you much.
The damage has
I
been
have
done.
no idea what you're talking about. It's okay. Everyone is built different.
I just lean closest. Oh, really?
Oh, really? Indeed. So I wonder where Steve is going with an oh, really? I'm like, yeah, really.
Crane is going to go upstairs. uh, there is just a washroom and a bedroom at the top of the stairs. Bedroom is pretty nice, all things considered. There's a nice queen size up there. A large dresser, a arming rack with a suit of knightly armor upon it. Another rack on the wall with several swords and a battle axe and a warhammer. And a dresser on which there is a jewelry box that has been left open and its contents scattered. And beneath it is, as he mentioned before, a locked safe, which is, well, locked. Crane will gesture to it. The ring was in there. Well, I've no idea how anyone got into it. It was closed when I found it. I never noticed the ring was gone unless I went for the ring.
Hmm.
And it's your private safe? Or...
No, I run a bank out of my house. Yes, it's my private safe.
As in with your wife. Just yours, or does she have access?
Of course she has access. It's my wife.
Does she have a key?
It's a combination, and yes, she knows it.
Okay. It's all just to make sure that, again, not chasing our own tails.
And Steve at this
Probably
point
not
can note
there.
that there are a couple of like small dress shoes still sitting beneath one of the chests of drawers that look to be of female nature. If you really want to go size
So,
up some shoes.
so if you of female nature, so question, is it his or hers then? It's a novel,
You'd have
come
to
on.
ask him to put them on first. No way to tell, really.
Just
I,
look
Sir,
at
I
his feet.
respect. I
I'm gonna
respect a
need you to
fine
put on
Italian
those
heel.
shoes.
Yeah, I'd be like within the medieval ages, motherfuckers, and like there was no real difference between men's footwear and women's footwear back then. Only foot size. No, but yeah, look at this. About kind of compare the sizes. Look at his feet, his shoes.
Yeah, these are very clearly much smaller than his feet. He has big old clobbers. And these are small and delicate.
Okay. Okay. Well, Oh, first and foremost, see about... Is there a window on this in this room?
There is a window. It is like on the opposite side of the room from the bed. It doesn't have glass in it, but it does have some shutters which have a latch on the inside. It's currently closed.
Sidebar,
It's not...
was Arlene trained in investigation?
She is.
Yeah. She is the lighter and the smaller one. What's the ceiling and roof like in here?
It's a sort of A-shaped roof. There's a beam up there holding it up, from which is draped a small, like, light fixture with candles. You
Sure.
didn't really get a good look at the roof.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt completely, but I will ask if it's all right to check the ceiling, see if anyone's like made a cut into the roof and just like lifted some board away. I'll just let Arlene stand on my hands and just sort of hoist her up to the ceiling to take a look.
Crane will nod, somewhat bewildered, like, who would do that?
Someone who came in to steal a magic ring from a noble safe.
Yeah, Arlene will clamber up onto your shoulders. Alright, just hold still.
No problem. Nice.
I don't see anything.
Mm.
Huh. Not even any cobwebs up here.
Well,
Susan
you keep
takes
it
good
clean.
care of the place.
Yeah, and I'll let Arlene back down again.
She will clamber
Um,
down and just sort of
go-
flop herself onto the bed.
gonna examine the window seal specifically.
Mm-hmm. It's just a brass latch on one window that hooks into a little ring on the other. It wouldn't survive a dedicated attempt to, slam through it, but it shows no shows no evidence of having been damaged.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need to if you just stick something in between and just push up the latch.
Correct.
So I'm just gonna check the actual ceiling if there are any traces for, something that isn't, supposed to be there. Like footprints, handprints reversed, things like that.
You've already checked the ceiling, and it seems to be fine. You saw no evidence of anything untoward.
Well, I'm going to check the window. And,
Alright.
Well, Winston, let's see what we can find. Ugh. I'm going to re-roll that. That's bad.
That's a 15. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's true, but... And then... Spark of Kinathis.
Okay.
26.
The window is wholly unremarkable, save for someone having currently drilled a pair of holes into the wood on either side of the latch. They don't appear to have any purpose, and they're drilled only from the inside, not all the way through. The latch is in perfect working order and shows no signs of having ever been damaged.
Yeah, but you still don't need to damage it. I'm checking the window seal.
Correct. The windowsill, again, shows no signs of having been tampered with. You don't see anything that would be unusual there. Outside there is a little planter, but the flowers inside have unfortunately perished in the drought.
Hmm. No apparent tampering here.
Yes, the window was closed when I got back.
And let's see. Is there a small gap between the fucking shutters there so that you can stick something in between?
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be difficult at all to do that.
I just looks at them and just get out one of those thin, hard parchments. Just shows in between. Push the latch up.
Yes, I gathered. And he'll point at the two holes that have been drilled into the window shutters on either side. I've got a new, much more substantial latch. I just need the time to install it.
Yeah. And apparently there's no just markings on the window sill itself.
Did the bastard come in through the front door?
I'm just going to see if there's anywhere a familiar might have crept in.
As in witchcraft?
In a manner of speaking, I'll just gesture at Steve. Most spellcasters can get their hands on smart companions. This is very charming.
Thank you. He continues to look at Steve just with extreme wariness. Whoa. Alright. There are a couple of rat holes, but they have been like very carefully filled in with new blocks of wood and glued in place. They look fairly old. There's one that is in the washroom, however, that is underneath the bathtub that normal people would never see, but you can just kind of wiggle and noodle under there and think, ah, yes, there is a hole in the wall.
Interesting. Has there any like a sign of scratchings or like mouse leavings, that kind of thing?
Yeah, in fact, as you poke around and examine for a rat pokes its little snoot out of the rat hole. Don't narc! Shh!
I will ask quietly, did anyone come in here and steal a shiny from this guy's box?
I don't know. I have to listen to him fill his wife's box every other night.
To everyone who's looking, Thel is just like crouched, just peering through the box. You just hear her go. Try and cover that up with a tiny cough.
Thank God she left. Fucking noise.
Left where?
The rat shrugs ratly at you.
Yeah, fair.
Rat.
Okay.
They don't give me
Have
their
there been-
itinerary, man.
I get you. Any strangers?
No, just the owl. I don't like the owl.
Owls are mean.
The
They'll lie
rat
dying.
nods with deep, traumatic understanding and begins crawling back into his hole.
Yeah. And yeah, she will get up and gently dust herself off. No familiars crept in. You've got like an owl that comes around here from time to time, but that's just owls.
Yes, one was roosting up in the... He gestures upwards. The gap between the roof tiles a year ago. Had babies.
Yeah, there's still an owl around somewhere, but that's fine. If the owl was a familiar, it would still leave scratches and stuff, and nothing was on the ceiling. No loose feathers, I take it.
No.
Indoors?
No.
Okay.
Just an awful lot of hooting.
Fair. Clearly the hooting's just to drown out their porking. Do you have a basement?
Not a full basement. We have a small wine cellar.
May we? Recently, a communist rat was using a wine cellar to steal from an embassy. That sounds crazy, but it's true.
No, I heard about that.
Okay, good. I realize
Cursed
how
communards.
Exactly. I understand how that one might sound weird otherwise. Like, out of context is a fucking insane thing to say. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure you haven't got communist rats in your basement. Adjusts
You
SS cap
You
noisily.
you rat out the communists.
Exactly.
Yeah, Crane will take you all back downstairs and open up a trap door under, like, the little kitchen. Pull this carpet aside, let you all down there, and it's an unfinished basement. It's just a hole in the ground. Though with the stone city down there, the floor is actually made of stone, and just the walls are packed earth. And there are stacks of wine bottles on a little rack down there, as well as some various chilled foods.
Thalia has a little moment when she's just like, oh, familiarity, ancient stone, times beyond. No, it's fine. No big deal. She's cool and everything is okay. All right. Any squeakaroonies hanging around down here?
There's a dead squeakaroonie in a trap.
Well, you know, nature can be so cruel.
Very cool.
The cruelty of nature in this large mechanical trap filled with cheese.
Oh, nature, so cruel. Whether you ever stop taking from the innocent. Alright, yeah, if there's no other evidence in here, then I'm out of ideas.
Check for holes or anything dug.
True.
You can have a look around. It would not be impossible for particularly small creatures to perhaps worm their way up through the old stone. It's not enormously sturdy. In fact, you're probably sure that someone of your heft shouldn't do any jumping jacks down here. You might send it tumbling in, but someone like Crane should be fine. But yeah, unless this was an incredibly tiny familiar like an insect, probably not.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really does roach familiar. Is that right?
Is that a...
Yeah, there'll be a small sigh on Thalia's part, and she'll climb back out. No evidence there.
You can see why I've been stumped by this whole thing, yeah?
Yeah, it just seems that a burglar must have just come in through the front door like some brazen monster.
Like he owned the
Lifted it.
damn place.
Are there other people who have keys to your home?
Not that I
Housekeepers,
know of, and I've
gardeners?
changed the lock since the burglary. Susan's mother might still have one, but she lives across the city, and I don't think she stole my magic ring.
No. And I doubt anyone would know to try and steal a key from her to steal a magic ring from you.
Exactly.
Have you got the old locks? See if there's any scratching.
Yes, I think I still do. Hold on. Go over to the kitchen counter and rifle through it before producing a small mechanical lock, much less substantial than the new one. I'll lay it out for you, along with a pair of keys.
Cool. Yeah. Actually, before I even check the lock, I'm gonna check the keys and see if there's any evidence of someone using like a clay or a fitting on it. You know, when you make a blank.
Yeah. Do any of you have thieves' tool proficiency?
I do.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's not really a proficiency anymore, but I have thieves' tools and use them.
Yes.
Well, do you have the proficiency with them?
It's that sleight of hand, and yes.
Okay, but that is also a tool proficiency you can take.
Oh, okay.
I have Thieves Tools proficiency.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll pour over
Then
it
if you
with-
want to, you can make an investigation roll with advantage. Nice.
Jesus Christ, would you like my inspo?
Yes, please.
Alright.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. You check the keys over, and you don't see any evidence that they've been tampered with, at least not recently. One of them does have like a tiny but very old like bit of gum still stuck to it from when it was used to make mum-in-law's key, probably.
Hmm.
And when you take up the lock itself, there is a bit of scratching around it, but nothing substantial. It's possible someone fiddled with it, but they certainly didn't force it.
Could be just a proficient picker.
That is definitely possible.
Yeah. Oh, is there... Let's think here, what other things? A chance a wedge was put in the door to stop it from closing all the way? It'd be real... That would probably be more brazen than just a picking, though.
Yeah, if you bring the idea up to Crane, he'll just shake his head. No, I lock the door quite firmly every time I leave. I don't like leaving my wife alone here as it is.
Well, where is she at the moment? Sorry, it was just idle curiosity.
No, it's fine. I'm sure you can understand after the burglary and with me being recalled to duty in a few days, she's... Well, she didn't want to stay here. She's gone to see her mother.
Ah, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I wouldn't want to be here alone either if I didn't know how to fight.
Nod. Okay, then. Let's see here. How many people have, say, guards asked around the area? Has the street been canvassed for anything? Well, actually, I probably wouldn't know the Arunian word for canvassed. It'd just be like street been asked.
Yes, when I reported to the guards, they asked around, but no one saw anything. It would have been in the middle of the night.
Fair. They might have seen someone strange, she'll say in Elven, casing the joint.
Casing.
Yes, casing this place.
Casing?
Yeah, watching to see when it is, the best time to break in, casing the place.
Ah, I don't know. The guards didn't tell me that they heard anything of that nature.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of those damned red-cowled bastards have been poking around in even Hightown, but not that I've seen or anyone's told me.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll have to check the red cow fences then. See if we can't shake them down.
Yes, I've hired some muscle to go down and shake things out, but so far no luck.
No, we'll probably, well, we are adventurers. We'll just go there to make a buy. Big air quotes.
Yes, that could work, I suppose. I wish you luck in
Yeah.
that endeavor. I would not sully my boots with atro. Those red bastards, they inhabit the lower parts of the city, where the sun doesn't shine.
It should be okay.
I will be here until the end of the month if you do find anything. After that, I'm afraid I'll be shipping back out to the north. Though you are free to write to Taleytown if you do hear anything afterwards, of course.
Of course. In future, we'll be headed that way to help with the barbarians.
Ah, good. I look forward to seeing you on the front lines. will glance outside at your centaur. Especially that one. Give the four-legged bastards a taste of their own medicine.
They'll all nod and then describe at least one occasion where she's seen Tori fucking pulverize some punk. She looks so soft and nice, but like underneath that, she's a brick shit house full of anger.
Crispin
Yeah.
approves.
She almost put a hoof through the entirety of somebody's ribcage once.
What do you mean almost?
I've seen that happen from the other side. No, actually, I would wish that on a few people.
Yep. Well, you'll
But
have
it
chance to
didn't
see.
go. It didn't go through because the armor in the back. caught
Oh,
it
of course, you're right. Yeah, it instead got stuck on her foot. All right. Then. I'm officially out of ideas. That's all of the thing I could
What?
muster on it.
What profession does your wife have?
Profession? My wife is my wife. And that is her profession, if she must have one. He seems like mildly offended by the idea that he would have to make his wife work.
Ah, so she is noble born through and through that.
Of course.
No, just a respectable husband.
Out of character, yeah, but out of character. Okay, yeah, so she's a professional wife. That's her proficiency. Proficiency is in
Proficiency.
wife.
What? I mean, it would be statecraft, presumably.
Or cooking.
Yeah, and things,
Air cooking.
Well, but yeah, statecraft and cooking.
cooking, cleaning,
Cooking.
whatever. But yeah, housework.
Managing, more like managing the household.
Yes.
But
Let's go with that.
Okay.
it just something just on me. Sir, could you please open the safe?
Sure. No reason not to, I suppose. It's not like there's anything of value in there now. Well, truck back upstairs with you and crank in the combination. Open her up. There are some documents inside, but otherwise nothing. It's a pretty solid little safe, about 2 feet tall by 2 feet wide. You recognize a dwarven mark of craftsmanship on one of the legs.
Good sturdy stuff.
Yeah, just make a note of.
No master lock, son of a bitch.
Yeah, just shake the safe a bit and then it opens.
Yeah, no,
No,
none of that
but,
shit. This is an actually like fairly nice safe because he was keeping a magic item in there. Didn't really want that to
Yep.
get stolen. And yet,
And yet.
Okay, so just check the actual door mechanism and the inside of it.
everything seems to be in good order.
Electrum for your thoughts.
Well, whoever took the ring from our traces, either was an incredibly skilled thief to not even leave a scratch enough on the lock. Proficient with lock picking, but lock picking and just points at the dials. This is quite the difference. This is
Yeah.
safe cracking.
Take special tools. I suppose even if the fence doesn't have the ring, they would know who sells a safe cracking kit.
Yeah, somebody has to be very patient and have very keen ears for this kind of job.
That would be any thieving person with good hearing. That's most of the races.
No,
I did see
I
a,
mean,
a bounty up for one of those red wolves, half elf, I think, Barrett or something. Wanted for thievery. Maybe he's responsible.
Maybe?
It's possible.
Crane will just like put 2 fingers next to his ears and wiggle them like, yeah, big ears, see?
Yeah, Thelia was probably going to say something along the lines of be like any person with particularly big, cat ears, but it just comes across as like uncomfortably racist. Thelia's better than that. She's built different. Better than those filthy, stupid orcs, am I right, guys?
Oh,
Fucking so funny.
yeah, but no, I was thinking, even by modern terms, safecrackers have exceptionally well hearing. Old time is time for this kind of stuff.
I have watched a safecracking competition. It's boring. It's boring as shit. But it is interesting.
Yeah, especially if you look at the older type with the multi-dials. It's like, god damn, and then just sitting, just spinning and just listening for that perfect click. Yeah, so, well, at least we know somebody's not only a skilled, but multi-talented.
Yeah. Or more than one person. But that would be very risky.
Yeah, either somebody expensive or a group or a couple of very skilled individuals. Tight knit.
Well, that sure sounds like the red wolves. They got Brotherhood right in the name.
Yeah.
Very well. Just making sure that there was no other entry or manipulated way for this safe that was missed.
I appreciate your thoroughness, but no. Fortunately, everything seems to be in perfect order. He will close the safe again.
Alright, well, we know our next stop. It might be that we go down there straight away. Least of all because we would look weird coming from here straight there.
Of course.
We'll try not to take too long.
Godspeed.
Forge Lord, watch over you. Strengthen your blade.
I could certainly use it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll pat one of the swords up on the rack affectionately, and yeah, we'll walk you guys down to the door.
Oh, but can I just give him a look over via medical means, see if he has something that I'll put
As
I'll
in,
put up here.
as in he was anesthetized, you mean?
It's been like 10 days. I'm not sure there'd be any evidence of that.
No,
Probably not.
no, it's not that. It's if it has like a slight difference in its gait to indicate, like issue with the knee or foot, things like that.
You just want to do the physician.
Yeah, it's like
What
the
is the
doctor's
feet?
gonna talk.
feet. No.
Crane sees you looking at him and just continues to... he just asks you, like, good day, sir. Good day.
I said good day.
I'm not even looking at the feet. I'm looking at him.
We-
God damn it.
Regardless, he thinks
God.
you're weird now, Steve. I'm sorry. He thinks you're a foot freak. Get out of his house, please.
We've ruined Steve for him.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking poison you all in your sleep
Oh.
and dump your bodies into the river so you at least drown. God damn it.
The door closes. Click.
How'd it go?
Not good.
Lots of options disproven, I guess.
Huh.
Which is better than bad news, but not great.
As it all gets like explained to Tori, and as we're walking, she will like eventually point out like, could the wife have taken it?
Maybe.
Maybe she doesn't want him to go back to the front lines.
Maybe.
Well, we're gonna have to go have a slight chit chat with her, so.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten the information out of him of what's going on, what happened, when it happened. But he is not always home. The one that's always home is the wife.
Right. Well, let's go see to them, I guess.
We don't know where she lives.
I'm sure it won't be hard to find out. Let's not ask.
Yeah, I think he
So
might stab
Crane,
Steve.
Yeah, and whose fault is that, okay? Not mine.
Sometimes I'm mischievous, and a lot of the time you come off as a creep. Something about the being a tall individual who always wears a plague doctor outfit.
You do have, like, rancid vibes, Steve.
The vibes with this one are
Rancid.
rancid.
Excuse me, young lady. What did you say? What did you call me?
Harley just doubles over laughing.
That was somewhat rude. My goodness.
He does have atrocious vibes, though.
That's just how the Zoomers
Just,
are these
just am
days.
sputtering like, like the. I do
Yeah, yeah.
not give off rancid vibes. This is a
More like-
respectable attire.
Yeah, for people
More like
who
you
just
look like a
wade
serial
through
killer,
corpses.
Steve.
Yeah.
More like spooky vibes. I mean, it works well when it's our enemies,
This was
but
this was a proper facetious attire. Like
Yeah,
when
200
I was
years
schooled.
ago.
Yeah, and when you were wading through
2,000
I was
years
going to say
ago.
good, more than that, and also people see a plague outfit and assume that you're afraid of a plague. So even if there isn't one, they'll look at you and think he must be up to some shit. He's afraid of spreading the plague or catching it. What evil things does this man do in the dark?
But fine. Should I just remove my mask then? Would that satisfy you all?
Yeah,
could-
probably. It
I
would
mean-
make you less intimidating.
You
don't
could
know
stand
about
to
that.
lose the
The one
overcoat,
time-
too.
For
That's
what it's
fashionable.
worth, I don't
I-
mind
I
your
don't know.
attire, Steve.
I don't know.
I like
if-
the coat and the hat, and I think the beak is cute, but I do believe it brings with it an air of menace.
I also don't know if Steve walking around looking like a shadow person instead would be much better.
Well, no, we'll give him a funny mask instead.
We could just
We'll give him a
get you a
clown
nice
mask. It looks like he's about to
jacket.
go rob.
Get him a big cat mask.
Big cat mask. We'll get him an opera jacket with a feather boa.
Okay, we don't want people to take Steve for a clown. Come on. That's not what I'm
No,
saying.
no, of course.
But, like, a
There
nice
used to
smoking
be-
jacket, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there used to be a gang that would go around dressed in as much pomp and circumstance as possible. They walked around with hyenas on diamond-studded leashes.
Huh.
They were very extreme. It's like they dared you to make fun of them.
But how can you make fun of them when the cacklers are already cackling?
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. Maybe that's the point.
Anyway, it's been a long day. Maybe we should turn in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn into what?
I don't know, blanket burrito?
Very
Tunnel
good.
machines.
You guys can all head
It's
back
just-
to the inn.
Grumpily just takes off his mask. His beak, sorry.
Yeah, assume your under mask is staying on.
Oh, yeah.
I think
There, how the-
a nice
There.
a nice pink
There.
neckerchief.
There, now don't look so scary anymore. Happy?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, at the very least, your silhouette is less intimidating. Again, the full attire just indicates that,
spooky.
there's something that you feel is wrong about the air around you.
Steve, what do you say
Whereas
we
that,
just go
you know.
clothes shopping?
Drip or drown, motherfucker, and you need some serious rebreathing equipment.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Steve grumbles, I hate fun. Stop it.
I can get a... Just trying to say the word is like hard for me. White face covering instead. Would that satisfy you?
I mean,
Actually, that'd probably help.
yeah.
Yeah, it might break up the one color. I'd say pink, but
There's nothing wrong with Steve's attire, please. You're all being too sensitive about this.
No, there is definitely something. He
No, yeah,
scares
there-
everyone he ever talks to.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Even the children aren't afraid of me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because
That's
your beak squeaks like a rubber duck.
yeah.
Arlene reaches over and pinches the tip of your mask. There's no noise.
Aw.
Only when it needs to.
Someone's de-squeaked you. Steve, you'll have to get a new one.
Just sighs, puts the mask against the face, and then just gives it a squeeze.
Nothing happens.
Oh, good. Oh no.
Only
Not
when
that-
it needs
but the
to.
foot- Pulls it full on and then just try to pinch the tip.
Huh, nothing happens.
Okay.
Did
Either
we
the
all
gods,
imagine the squeaky?
either the gods listened to what I said and act, well, for once in my lifetime, listen to what I said, and dog without, or somebody is having a really, really fun time.
There's a moment's pause and Thelstride is did you ask for divine intervention to stop your mask from squeaking? Is that what you used prayer for?
I asked for whoever was doing it, or information about it, to stop.
It's so blasphemous in so many different directions at once. I'm not sure how to be offended.
Oh, it's good that they listened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
it's the first time in several centuries that I
Mm-hmm.
have ever bothered the gods in anything.
Was the mask squeaking that big of a deal to you? Really?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes,
Was
it
it?
was.
It was just
Yeah.
kind of funny.
No. No, it wasn't.
It was.
It
Not to
definitely
me.
was.
Oh, okay.
Not to me. To me,
But
it
now I
was
feel
like...
bad for putting that squeaker in your mask.
No. For me, it was a constant source of ridicule, humiliation,
Mm.
I
and,
think
you
it
know, just... Somebody was just, oh, let's fucking just try to ruin and whatever professional perception the person tries to conduct themselves with.
I don't know. When you said you did that yourself so that children would be, not scared of you, I thought that was sensible and made sense. If
I
anything,
believed it.
I
helped.
think less of if anything, I think less of you now that I've found out that's not true.
Yeah, good. Or whatever. I don't care anymore.
Steve
Because
cared caringly.
I rolled with it because, okay, let's see that. Oh, that seems like a professional thing to do. It'd be like, no, that wasn't my intention from the start. It just started happening for some unknown reason. And it started when I was trying to smack Tori with a hammer.
Oh well, I mean that was your own fault then.
Yeah,
Back in
probably
the
deserved it.
when I said I would
I
hit you
forgot
with the
what it was
hammer.
about already.
Yeah, it was about the horn. Remember, I'll hit you with a hammer. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then when I smacked you with it, there was a squeaking noise.
Yeah, I assumed that you had a squeaky
Mysterious.
beak because you had a squeaky hammer.
Just gets the hammer out. It's literally metal.
Oh. Well, then don't hit your friends with a hammer, Dick.
Why did you try and smack Tori with a warhammer? What's wrong with you?
I don't
The
mind.
same person.
You should mind. That could have hurt you.
Pshaw.
This guy puts the hypocrisy in the Hippocratic, doesn't he?
Whatever. I'm going back to the inn. I've had enough of squeaky
Yes.
beaks for one day.
I have some carving to do. I look forward to it.
Yay.
And so, as the party returns to the Friendly Falcon, you arrive just in time to see the Batwing doors being blown open and a man being thrown out bodily by his scruff
Whoa.
and his belt. He tumbles end over end before flopping down into the street.
Long night.
Gets up, dusts off a jacket, pulls his hood tight around himself, then turns back to the bar and bites his thumb at the door. And you can sit on it, you bastards!
All right there.
I've never been better. I'll have you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, holy! Looks you up and down from beneath his hood. Nice.
Thank you.
That's what I needed to see on this of all nights. The night of the worst night of my life. Ma'am, may I please cry into your bosoms?
I'm afraid not.
Drat.
What are you
Does that line
crying
ever
for?
work?
I don't know. I've never tried it before.
Well, you need better material.
I need more drink,
So-
actually. That will help,
Oh.
I assure you.
Okay.
So what's your deal then?
My deal is I've been thrown out of this accursed establishment full of imbeciles for for cheating at cards, which I didn't do. Honestly, the nerve.
Now, why would just making sure to keep away from it? Now, why would they accuse such a seemingly reputable man of card cheating?
Because the gods smile on me, sir. I had 2 straight flushes in a row. And because I'm clearly far more handsome than anyone in there.
Yeah, of course, the handsome defense. It's the popular gambit.
You can't, like, see any of this dude's face under his hood, but he just flashes, like, the faintest hint of a toothy grin. If you'll excuse me, I need to, He points down the street. That way.
Have a good day.
Good luck.
He takes, like, 5 steps and just face plants.
Roll him into the recovery position and go about my day.
Perhaps can I lay on hand? Wait, does drunkenness get a save?
Yeah, he effectively has the poison condition. So
I don't think you can remove it anymore.
you can't instantly remove it, but you could. Next time he needs to make one, you could give him a lay on hands in like an hour. Help him through it.
What
Would it help with, I don't know, like his what would be the morning after con save to see how hungover you are?
Yeah, basically.
Just if he's in the recovery position, just gonna use my fucking cane to move the mask down a bit so it doesn't puke into it.
Yeah, don't want to puke down the inside of his own shirt. That is also something I've seen done. I mean, he was in the recovery position, so he'd be fine, and he was probably a dick who deserved to puke in his own shirt if he was getting that loaded. But you know,
Nah, but
Just begins snoring like a log.
okay. Now that pulled his mask down a bit, let's recognize or memorize his face.
Yeah, sure. Give me a sec here.
let's see, is he hiding a red wolf scarf?
No, he's hiding he actually is like incredibly handsome under there.
Whoa.
Oh,
Goddamn.
damn.
Long blonde
Oh,
hair
wow.
spilling out.
Wow,
That's not... Okay.
Okay.
that is a
you know
pretty
what?
Govarin right there.
That's not August, is it?
I no.
No, August wouldn't bitch out that early. Let's face it. Nor does he have a particularly wheedly voice like that. He always sounds more like some kind of a real dick face.
Yeah, August sounds more like this. Well, Galen sounds more like this, you prick.
Yeah.
It's like August with a slice of Skeletor in it.
No, dollar store August.
Ah, Dollast August.
Dollar Storgist.
Yeah, it'll be like, It just... That's strange.
What? I mean, it's
Oh,
not
just look.
unusual to be beautiful, is it?
No, but... Now that he's passed out, can I check his ear length to see if it's like half or pure?
Jesus Christ.
Give this man the racial purity test, I see. Alright.
Yeah, of course I have to!
Wow, this session's starting out.
Good old Steve.
Fucking hell, Steve. He's what we like to call the wild card.
Yeah, when you like reach in to try and like poke at the ears under the hood, a hand just grabs your wrist really quite tightly. I'd appreciate it, sir, if you did not lay hands upon me. There you go.
Steve out there trying his damnedest to make it weird.
Where are you from? If he's still half conscious or anything.
No, he's out like a light again. Right next to him, Arlene like starts creeping into a shadow and just face plants.
Don't trip in the drunk man's vomit.
Care.
A shirt.
I don't.
Go on, inside time.
Can I do a medicine check just from without having to touch him?
Yeah, you can sniff his breath, I guess. What do you want to know?
Well, if he looks to be like actual elf or half elf.
You can't
looks
tell
full
that
elf,
just
elf,
from looking at a dude.
Can't tell that from his drunken breath.
You
No,
cannot
it's not.
you cannot detect DNA based on appearances alone. I'm sorry.
You must check by skull shape.
Phrenology here. Yeah.
Yeah,
what Django
that'll
checked
help.
it.
Jesus.
No, but yeah, okay, good to know. No, if it's mm.
What does it matter if he's elven?
Well, he's fair-skinned. That's
So?
I don't know.
And so am I.
Yes, but
Elves stopped being extinct, like, I don't know, a while ago.
yes, but they didn't. They lost the fair skin. That's why the majority is, brown
Oh,
or
oh.
darker.
Oh my
Steve.
god.
Steve does somewhat have a point. That is true.
Really?
He is actually quite the rarity among his kind.
That's a thing?
It is, yes.
Yes, that's why I was so.
Oh,
That was I find it peculiar.
Most
If it's
elves
half
these days.
blood-
Well, my apologies. I just thought you were being a horrendous racist.
Most elves these days have a skin tone, well, somewhat like Ashe's. Some significantly darker.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
I've seen
Wow.
Tassinora and
Oh,
I've
yes.
seen Acacia, like...
Ah, then yes. That
Yeah,
those-
should consider that
in fact,
to be
I
the
would
norm,
say
then.
I've seen plenty of both.
Ah.
They're wonderful
Well,
individuals.
Okay.
Well, that would be more the norm these days. Miss
Right.
Stell.
I wasn't aware that a tan was self-defining. If that's the right turn of phrase.
No, it's not tan. It's their skin just darkened from subterranean environment.
Okay.
A long time exposure to whatever elements were underneath changed their skin to a darker shade, which was mostly black or purplish, but then became, once they got into sun, a ruddy brown or just very dark tan. But fair-skinned? No.
I hear that the queen has skin the color of, like, coal.
I
oh,
would like to see that sometime.
yeah.
This
Perhaps
poor
carve
fellow.
a statue of her in purest obsidian. That would be fun. I will have to see if the princess has any portraits of her.
This poor fellow. We shouldn't just leave him in the street.
Oh, please. He'll be
Just
fine.
check-
He's wearing a cloak, he's in a recovery position, and he's outside of a bar. You won't perish.
Well, it's what month is it? It's March or April.
It's July.
It's
I
not
think.
like
Yeah,
he's
it's
gonna
the end
get
of
caught
July.
out in the fucking rain.
Okay, no,
Don't worry
I'm just,
about it.
I'm just checking what fucking month it is. So like,
It
it's
is the
not-
end of
oh,
July.
Okay, it's warm. It's not gonna freeze to death. Good.
No, it's a beating hot summer.
Okay.
It almost make you wish for nuclear winter.
Yeah, I mean, just about.
Very
Yeah.
well.
Gonna go in the tavern and just not worry about whatever this dude's deal is. I have enough like random elven individuals on my plate.
Fair? Alright, well, the party is satisfied.
Just what? That's I'm gonna check the fucking bars. Check like what the fuck's going on with that guy outside.
Yes.
I mean, he was probably a drunk cheating at cards.
Yeah, that is
Possibly.
what the proprietor of the Falcon will tell you, that he and his son there just threw a Mr. Galen there out after he miraculously got 2 straight flushes in a row and wiped out an entire crew of sailors. You see several of Captain Drummond's boys just sitting there, re-reaping their pay raise back from a discarded pile. This isn't no gambling den, friends. We don't tolerate thieves especially. So, out on the street he goes.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Hmm. Uh, Interesting. You never seen the fellow around this place before?
Nope, first time he's ever shown up. Asked for a room, and quite a few drinks. Sat down with the sailors there and started to play.
Well, did he pay?
Yes, he did pay, but I'm sure he's gotten his money back out there. I'm no thief myself, I assure you.
He's curled up on the floor.
Good.
Alright, yeah. I don't give a shit. Good night.
Is his room still available?
Yes, I haven't resold it yet.
I'm guessing you would object to him being put to bed and outside instead of being left outside.
Roll a persuade. You
I
can tell he'd clearly rather not, but...
don't want to leave the man just laying in the street.
Well, even if he...
All right, if you want to drag him back in and put him to bed, that's your business, I suppose. He's
All right.
learned his lesson.
All right. I will bring him in and put him into his room.
I'll assist you.
Well, thank you very much, Steve.
But first and foremost, just gonna check everything I have on me, and then just give the money pouch to the innkeeper. Say, hold on to this first, just making sure.
You know, if you don't trust him to not rob you when you're trying to help him, perhaps he could just sit out on the ground tonight.
I'm a man of caution. Always.
Of course, sir. Of course. And yeah, you guys
Very well.
go out, and he squirms a little when you try and pick him up, but he's too drunk to really do anything about it.
Yeah. We're gonna get you to bed so you can sleep this off. Nice soft bed. Good pillow.
He slurs in Elven and can't really form, even in that language, his presumably native one, any coherent sentences. Drag him upstairs.
I just speak to him in the fucking Elven, so it's like, yeah, you know. Bed, pillow, sleep off this excess drink. Let's see what you can do tomorrow.
You can get him upstairs. He has the room at the very end of the inn, presumably the last one left after your party's taken up most of it. When you get inside, you see that there is a fairly hefty longsword sitting against the desk on which is sitting a portable alchemist set, and there is a large, heavily padded wooden box sitting in the corner, on top of which are a pair of extra boots. You can get him into bed. We'll flop face first into it.
Get the boots off. Yeah, get your boots off. Come on, man.
Steve going for the feet again, I see.
I will
slap
assist.
the shit.
I will assist him. I will take.
Yeah.
I will take off the boots.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't worry, Steve. He does have pretty cute feet for an elf. Like, let's be honest.
What do you mean for an elf? He has pretty cute feet. He is an elf.
No, I mean even for an elf, like who obviously
wow.
all have cute feet. This
I'll
guy's
be
got it
asked.
going on. It's pristine.
Nice.
Damn.
Kara's kid looking good.
Yeah. Get him in bed, shoes off, cloak off, let him sleep it off.
Yeah, just leave a pitcher of water next to the bed with a glass. There you go.
There we go. He should be fine now.
Yeah, for now. Let's go get something. I'm a bit peckish.
Yes.
You and most of the city, friend. But yeah, you guys can get yourselves some dinner, go to bed, and start your downtime.
Heh, Peckish, she's got a beak.
Don't worry, Steve. By morning, when you are all sitting down with breakfast, once you've finished up, Kate will just like come by and give your beak an affectionate squeeze, and you hear the squeak squeak again. All is right with the world.
Just deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Anyway, I'm gonna be spending some time with Ashe, so see y'all later.
Kate,
Yeah?
you wouldn't be happening to silently enchanting my mask, are you?
I don't know how to enchant anything.
Very well.
She gives you a curious look, shrugs, and will pick Ashe up and throw him over her shoulder and trot off. Yeah.
Curious funks noises.
So, what's everyone doing over their downtime? Let's get a quick recap before we move on.
Ooh, okay. I carved a statue of Acacia and Tassanora in their underwear, squidging their tits together, making out. It was
Hell
real
yeah.
hot.
Hell yeah.
Shot's gonna
as-
enjoy that tremendously.
Yep. And as Theli left, pretty sure they just kept right on going. Tassie, very charming girl
Also
that she
hell yeah.
is. Also, hell yeah. After which, I went to a lovely fountain in the middle of the city and started carving up Tori's figurines for Dragonlance, which there are now
Yay.
actually play rules for. I
Yay.
crafted so good, I made her a +1 set of Dragonlance figurines. This, in turn, attracted a commission, and that commission happened to come from one man whose name is Andy, and clearly his surname isn't important at all. And he wanted a
Nothing to worry
lovely
about.
piece. Yeah, and he wanted a lovely piece of himself and his wife, because he's afraid he doesn't be around for that much longer, and their anniversary is coming up, and he wanted a lovely gift for her. And so Thele did one, and it was of the two of them just like in happy coupley moment. him holding her in arms. She's like kicking legs up, excited to be scooped away. It's like an early day back from work kind of feeling. Very, very romantic and coupley. And she then passed that on to Andy, who, for whatever reason, happened to be in the company of the charming young girl we saw in the courtyard playing with the toads.
Mhm.
For no reason, and I'm sure at all,
Mhm.
or the fact that she looked exactly like Duchess Anastasia Carr on that little statue. But it's probably nothing. And then just a couple of random nobles that I met. I'm definitely not telling any of you guys that shit. Yeah. Sorry, Steve, you can't poke around at this poor palsy-ridden guy.
Somehow, for no reason at all, Steve is just seething for days and does not know why.
I mean, he knows why, he just knows his doctor senses are tingling. He doesn't know which of these fuckers is responsible for it.
Indeed, it's just my doctor says it's tingling. Who the fuck is doing something and not telling me? God damn it!
However, I believe in confidentiality, and although there is no medical care that goes into doing an artistic commission, there sure is a lot of emotional care that goes into it, and clearly he's suffering from an acute case of nunnias. It's a terminal case of nunnias, unfortunately, but it's a case of nunnias all the same.
Damn. Poor guy.
Yeah. And Steven's having to take the long fucking way around to try his damnedest.
Yep, here I am with a free in to Andy Carr and Duchess Anastasia Carr.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not sharing that particular line because, you know, it was done in confidence.
Oh shit, that's who you were talking about.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Duchess's ailing husband.
Oh damn. Okay, wow. That is pretty huge.
Yep. But again, like, you know, he's trying to get through life not feeling sick, and he's making the most of what he has, and Thel's not going to ruin that by essentially throwing a Steve at him. Presumably because, you know, there are all manner of healers that would have come to see him in the meantime, in the interim, and there's... I mean, she doesn't even know shit about, like, Jacquard, who would have been the only person to have cured something like this, and he's dead. Thel doesn't even know that. She just knows that there are incurable diseases in this world, and it's usually some kind of horrendous palsy, and that appears to be what he has. So she's not gonna, you know, ruin his time.
Yeah. Man, I should probably fucking all tell you Steve's motivation one day. If it ever comes up in roleplay, one fucking day.
Well, you know, life goes on, except for him.
I mean,
Jesus!
we don't know, but we like the previous party might have something that could fix this.
Yeah, it's true, but Thel doesn't know. She just knows that
None of us know that
incurable.
except maybe
Yeah,
Ashe.
exactly. And because Thel's not going to tell anyone that, you know, he's definitely super dying of, you know, an embarrassing terminal illness, and it's just not going to get shared, unfortunately. It would be really weird for Theli to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the first fucking day of downtime, goddamn Steve is having to pay out the ass
Yeah.
to get some sendings done and pay the fucking invoice, and then just show everyone else the invoice cost.
Forgot to subtract that.
Yeah, the party went to Lavanya Flamebrace and got a bunch of questions answered, which came out to like 240 GP invoice for information.
That was Arlene's first time realizing, wait, you can actually just make a lot of money being a nerd? Holy shit.
She thought court mages just, lived in some tower and took care of a library, like back home. This bitch makes money. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
she's here to get fucking paid. I don't speak German neither. I'm here for money.
Yeah, so well, it just shows that well, here's the Thelerian's questions. Just blah blah. Just get.
Yep, I paid out.
Yep.
And I also got paid by Tori because, well, I mean, I didn't request it, but I'm certainly happy that I got it. And also,
Yeah.
Felix wearing a lovely, beautiful new ring that she got.
Yay.
A silver band with black nephrite stone in it, and it is really nice. It was a lovely gift from Andy.
Nice.
Very pretty.
Arlene will probably ask, where's the ring from? Did someone propose to you? Oh my gosh.
So will Tori.
Oh, so romantic. No, it was a gift from a commission that I did. I'll vindicate. Tori, you saw me carving back here at the hotel at one point, the statue.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I didn't even think of that though. I'll have to get you something like cool next time you make something.
It's fine. I didn't do it expecting anything, but they happened to recognize I like art. Go figure.
Yeah.
So, as opposed to receiving a pouch of gold from some rich noble, I got a lovely, lovely ring.
Well, that's mighty sweet of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to see about getting it enchanted sometime.
Yeah.
Speaking of rings, I went into the sewers again.
I could smell, yes.
I take it back. Thank you very much.
I'm teasing.
Okay, good. I wanted to check in on that Claire girl, and I think I may have grossly underestimated how old she is.
Well, yeah, the people said she was only like 19.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, looked at that. Admittedly, my scale for mortals is a little bit iffy, but yeah, 19 seems fine.
Yeah, I'd say she's about my age.
Out of
I
character.
think my
just...
I think I also have a bit of a skewed scale of age in regards to people.
Yes.
Oh,
You're
that
not allowed there.
makes sense.
Fucking Vale and Steve has like oh, they're 19. They just hear like goo goo gaga.
Baby!
Baby. Yeah, I know. It's like every time they just look at Arlene, they just see like like little girl in her summer dress holding a lollipop. It's like fucking kids, goddamn children. Who is this? Who is this magical sassy child?
She is doing better after we gave her that food and that money. She has improved her living conditions a fair bit, and
Meep, meep.
Boom boom.
that was my phone.
It was work being like, come back, do another shift.
She seems to have moved out of the sewers or into underneath a bridge, which I guess is an improvement.
Yeah. I take it
but
there
she-
isn't much housing in the city.
No, that does seem to be an awfully strange problem. There just seems to be nowhere for people to live.
Is it strange?
They
Their
don't
homes
seem
all
to-
got
That's
raided
strange.
by
It's a
barbarians.
really big
The
city.
cities are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
there's
are
a war and there's a famine.
They are terrified of building beyond the city's walls, it seems.
Well, I mean,
Makes sense again. They got raided out by
Yeah.
barbarians.
If anything actually got past Town, it's a straight shot here to the city. If you live outside the walls, you'd be defenseless.
That's why we clearly need to conquer the place so that we can get a city and put them all in it.
I mean, certainly
Yeah.
wouldn't the logical reaction to simply just bring the people into the city walls? And
That's what they've done, but there are no houses.
Yeah.
There's no space for houses in here.
I mean, only temporarily until the enemies are defeated, obviously.
But with what houses? This city is packed.
Yeah.
Vale, it's been going on
They're
for
just
years.
barbarians. They're
Also-
not going to siege. They're not going to siege the city. They're just barbarians.
They've conquered.
We like heard they've been sieging the front lines for years, haven't they? Out of character.
I wouldn't call it a siege, more like a protracted series of continuous raiding.
They've been
Although you
raiding
have
for
heard that they
years.
have actually besieged castles in the past, yes. Not
Hmm.
particularly successfully, but they have tried.
Yeah, so they're like, it's been going on for years. It's
Unfortunately, it doesn't sound
That's
like
why-
it's something that has been able to just be solved.
Any-
Which is, I think that was a good good way to do it. That people don't always listen.
Anyway, she was in the sewers again when I met her. She was searching for a lost ring of hers.
Another ring?
Yes,
Lots of rings. I
a
feel
cop
like.
a copper ring with an engraving in it. It is unfortunately the last thing she had of her old home.
Oh,
Aw.
that is tragic.
She was quite distraught.
Were you able to find it?
Unfortunately not.
Hmm.
Aw.
just size. Vale, please show me the way. Just
I certainly can.
let's. I'll give it a go. Let's see if we can find it.
I thought that
Where?
perhaps she dropped it and someone may have picked it up. Perhaps the Red Wolves or someone else down in the sewers.
If you
Is
dropped
this
it,
ring magical in some way then? Or...
No, it is just a keepsake.
Okay. It's
Okay,
unlikely a wolf will have taken just a small promise ring.
Oh, it's a promise ring. Oh,
It is.
okay. It just takes a deep breath. Okay, first I'm going to see about the jeweler that is here. If he has any of those magnetic rocks. Those metal attaching rocks.
A magnet on a stick?
That's
Hey,
essentially.
how do they work?
Surely we actually have something close to that inside a Thieves' Tools cat.
Probably very small ones, but yes. Seems like
Yeah,
it.
but
Just
not
for
big
wearing
enough.
something to grab a little ring.
Yeah, but no, if you're trying to lift it out of it, it's one thing. But if it's in a sewer, it's
Yeah.
probably bogged down. But
Yeah, fair.
it's gonna need a little bit more oomph to it. So first, let's just
I'm sure you
Have a
could
little
rent.
trip there.
I'm sure you could rent one.
come back because sludged.
We'll just-
Yeah, it's gonna
Wash
be
it?
a tough.
Yeah.
But well, let's go to this jeweler that exists. Gerard.
Sounds like a plan. It's just a few blocks away from the sultry sea, so not hard to find your way there. And when you arrive, it is a quaint little shop indeed.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Nice, sturdy, squat dwarven building. And you are just in time to see a trio of red-clad individuals go running out the front door, followed quickly by a particularly broad-set dwarf with a crossbow. And don't come back, you little dick shits.
Before they're completely out of sight, do they have something of yours?
Huh? Oh, no. They're just trying to charge a protection racket. They'll say they'll make sure nothing happens to my shop.
I'm sure old Betsy there will ensure nothing happens to your shop.
Well, that's the plan. Yeah. Oh, I don't suppose you're customers, eh? So,
We are.
Yeah.
still our grand opening week, you
Interest-
see. Got a discount for people who don't want to rob me.
Excellent. Let's.
Woo.
Would love to see.
We got money and we're interested.
Then,
exactly
my
what he
beaky
wants to
friend,
hear.
I am the dwarf for you. Gerard Aindorn, at your service. Come in,
Yes,
come in.
I would. It's holding up his hand, so it's like, yes, I would be interested if you kindly point that thing away from me.
Oh, yes. Apologies.
Steve has
Terrible trigger for this guy's.
Steve's traumatized from the last time he had a
Nearly
crossbow
getting plugged by a
pointed at him.
veteran.
Yeah, and be like, it's
Miss
a dwarf with a
Brown.
cross. It's a pissed off dwarf with a crossbow, and there's a spooky motherfucker standing there that everyone thinks is weird. So yes, he's not taking any chances here.
Dwarf will unload the bow and stow it back under his desk. So, yes, jewels and potion craft, alchemical ingredients. The finest in the city, you'll see.
Oh, chemistry. What
Mm-hmm.
did you study, my good man?
Well, I studied at the great school of the road in adventuring. And a couple of years at the Anderlin Academy, but that was more of an introductory course.
That is a fine establishment.
'Tis. My father was a great supplier of theirs for many years.
Ah,
You
Yes.
wouldn't happen to serve masonry goods, would you?
Masonry goods. Not a specialty of mine, but I am sure I could acquire some. I do know a thing or two about tool making.
I
Yeah.
was looking to acquire some very masterworked ones. And she'll pull out her incredibly well-loved and well-cared for kit. This one is still perfect and suits me well, but there are certain, depths and strengths that I can't get out of standard metals.
Those are fine tools, madam.
Thank you.
he just looks them over and be like, these motherfuckers been used for the past fucking 1500 fucking years. God damn, there's some love in this shit.
Well, I mean, they're certainly of a style that's 1500 odd years old, although they've only seen like 40 years of use, I suppose. Damn it.
That is a style of craftsmanship I haven't seen outside of a history book.
I am a statue crafter, and as you might expect, history is my specialty.
Of
At
course,
least
of
in
course.
the recreating, not in the knowing part.
No, I couldn't fault you, madam. I would do the same thing if I were in your profession. The older the better, I say. The great masters of yore. Did you know this city used to be known for its statuary?
I did. It makes me very happy to know that it continues to be part of this town's legacy, no matter how much it's changed.
Well, I am sure if you are meaning to stay, you can contribute your own flair to its ongoing history, and I would be more than happy to have one small part in that endeavor, if you would give me the honor of crafting you some masterwork tools.
I would love that. How much would such tools cost?
Well, if you would give me the honor of holding on to these elder artifacts for the duration of the craft, I would let them go for 300 sovereigns. Not a penny more than it takes me to make them, I assure you.
Yeah, there's a sharp intake, but it's definitely not at the money part, but more at the like parting with her tools for an extended period. Like it very obviously just like pains her. But yeah,
Of course, if there
I
is a different style, book perhaps you could
no,
point me to.
this style is exactly what I have loved and used forever. I will hand over the kit. It just feels odd to give away in one of my hands for a while, you know?
I know very well, madam, and they will be as safe as it comes with me, I assure you. Dwarf's honor.
I know it to be a very fine honor. And yeah, I will hand him my mason's tools and I'll just click into gold and just take the first digit off. Goodbye, 300. But hey, that is immediately something Theli wanted to get. That is one of
Yeah,
her wants off the
nice.
board.
Nice.
Alright,
That's nice.
he will scoop those golds into a lockbox and look at the rest of you. And for the rest, if you have wants of potions or jewelry of any kind, well, as said, there's nowhere finer to find it.
You wouldn't happen to have one of those magnetic rocks or bits?
A magnet, of course. How powerful a magnet do you need, though? I have ones meant more for jewelry, which are not astoundingly powerful, but I am sure I can source a bit or two of greater potency.
Well, what's the strongest you have available right now?
He will go into his jeweler's kit and take out a small, like, pinky nail-sized magnet and will demonstrate its power, which is not a lot, but it's certainly enough to lift a ring off the ground once it gets within about an inch and a half. Boop.
Interesting. How long would it take to source something stronger?
Depends on the strength, good sir. I'm aware of incredibly powerful magnets powered by lightning magic, but that would take quite a long time to get my hands on. Something maybe 3 times this strength, a week, perhaps, at the worst.
What's the price for that?
Oh, well, luckily these aren't particularly expensive devices. Do a little mental tabulation. I'm sure I could source one for no more than 10 sovereigns.
No, good deal. Sure.
Very well.
And,
Do you
and
have
that
an
one.
address, good sir, that I might write to once I have acquired it?
Well, say at the Friendly Falcon. It's literally just down the road.
Ah, well, in that case, I might just come pay you a visit myself, if that's all the same.
Very well. And how much is for this little one then?
The small one, I can let that go for $1. He'll just pull the
Very
magnet
well.
in its chain in his hand and offer it to you.
Yes, excellent. I'm just gonna get out some thread and just tie it together. Nice little ball here.
Oh, it's got a chain. Here, fish a much longer length of, like, very simple copper chain out and hand it to you.
Ah, so
There you
thank
go.
you. And then give an 11G as you wanted. You wouldn't also happen to be able Give him in. Sorry about that. You wouldn't be able to make polishing stones
I can make them. I also
from...
have several I could sell you immediately.
It just gets out his sharpening stone there with the grit different and the fucking glass mirror polish inside.
Mighty fine bit of work. I don't have anything quite that exact set up, but I could certainly make it.
Well, I need something of a harder nature than this quartz here, because the better quality metals require the better quality stones.
That is true.
Or else it ju-
Do you have a preference in your gem?
Well, I would say diamond, but I would ask mostly what powder you have to make out of.
Just about anything you like, including diamond. He will walk you over to one of the shelves there and show you his collection of various gems. And indeed, he does have some powdered substances over in the alchemical section where Thelerien's perusing. Well, I could fashion you up a diamond grindstone if you'd like. It wouldn't be cheap, but it would certainly be the best tool for the job.
Yeah. I take it those, as the saying goes, if it tastes good, it costs a lot.
Indeed.
I had to deal with the invoice of the great sage, so that was a surprise.
Ah,
Good woman.
yes. She has a remarkable tendency to extract, well, information and coin in equal measure.
Yes. I was not aware of her mercantile sense, but it makes sense. So it's just smile and pay. But what can you do? Do you have any ruby dust?
I don't have it dusted already, but I do have some rubies that are of... well, the cut's not particularly brilliant on them that I acquired. I would not object to dusting them.
Uh, do, do you have any subpar, sub-quality rubies or sapphires that can't really be made into proper brilliance, whose clarity is absolute garbage?
Indeed. That, of course, wouldn't be on display, but I do keep some in the back for, as we say, turning into powders and the like. Go in the back and pull out a small sack of them. And take your pick.
Yeah, just looks trying to find one that's, a bit like 2-inch, but like crap quality, so they're just gonna have one flat side.
Yeah. That's
Um,
pretty
look,
easily doable, yeah.
yeah. I'll just point at it. If you can, I'm looking at this piece right here. Just holds, points it out. If you can mirror polish the surface of it completely flat and completely level, I would be most interested, because that would be the perfect type of stone to sharpen my medical implements.
Right you are, sir. That is most doable. Do you need this now, or... Oh,
Whenever you have time.
he'll glance at Thelerien. Right you are.
I'm sorry?
Oh, just saying I have a new project after yours.
Oh, okay. Oh, I look forward to the result.
As do I. Not had the chance to make something in this style myself before, but I am eager to give it a shot.
Excellent.
For Steve's thing, I think, including labor, maybe 30 gold?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a nice piece.
Take that happily. Well,
Now Steve will be able to sharpen even masterwork weapons to like hair whittling sharpness.
yeah, pretty much.
Because regular quartz only handles up to a certain level of iron and steel, while ruby and sapphire is the same type of, same type of hardness. So they'll go for even masterwork weaponry. And they will hold up even longer in use.
You still got that discount on potions? Why, yes, ma'am, we do. Are you perhaps looking to restock on healing potions? You have the adventuring look about you. Yeah,
Oh,
actually.
yeah, we should.
We are running a 10% discount for the opening week here. And I have quite the
Ooh.
collection of healing potions, aether potions, and even a few resistance potions, if you fear you might encounter some particularly dangerous critters.
It just gives that like the sarcastic laugh. It's like, oh shit, oh yeah. Ah,
I think Arlene is going to go buy herself a couple of healing pots.
Tori will buy one too. She's already got one, but might as well have two.
hey. Oh, if I'm looking at what there is.
Tempted to grab a healing potion, but I am broke.
Let me see here. How much is a healing potion again? 50?
Yep, 50. And there's a 10%
10%.
discount right now.
Yeah,
So
45.
45?
Yep.
I do not even have 45 to my name, unfortunately.
Arlene is just going to come over and hand you one of her new healing potions.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. You pay me back by keeping me alive out there.
I will
Deal.
take a healing potion.
I have just recently learned how to, and then she'll do a little nose boop and just cure wounds to show her. Doop.
Arlene puts her thumb in her mouth and makes a squeaky sound when you boop her nose. Oh no, I've caught the Steve.
Sound of like hands tightening on a cane. Like, like the gloves, leather
Yeah.
gloves just tightening on it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But quick, be right back.
While Steve's distracted, Arlene's gonna leave.
Oh. We shouldn't tease Steve like that.
It's fine. Now everyone knows how to get under Steve's skin whenever they want to. So yeah, anything else you want from Mr. Gerard here?
I'm tapped. I'm good. I'm happy.
All right.
Moisturized in my lane.
Then yeah, outside of the ring quest, anything else anyone gets up to over downtime that needs to be gone over?
Don't
No.
think so. That wasn't gone over in another time.
Sounds good. Then yeah, the party can go from Gerard's down into the sewer. When you arrive at Claire's previous campsite, this time she's nowhere to be found. As she said to Vale, she found somewhere nicer to live that doesn't stink so much.
This is where she was looking.
Well, might be I can find something. Arlene will pop a squat. She will take her familiar out of pack and let it sniff around. And boop. Nice.
Nice.
I don't think it's here. There's plenty of cracks for it to fall down, but... And she'll wave Steve's magnet over him. Nothing doing. It's either way deep down there, like fell down into the lower stone city kind of deep, or she'll glance at the running sewer water directly next to Claire's campsite, or it's been washed out.
Okay, back. How big is the ring in general?
I'm not sure.
I'd assume ring-sized. She's
Yeah.
not big.
It's ring sized. Just looks at Arlene, looks at fucking Vale, Telly, and then up towards Tori. It's like,
Rings can be all different sizes.
Yeah, but we all saw Claire. She had
A
hands
ring
not
Claire's
bigger than mine.
size.
just. Okay, so can I? If it rolls, okay, so she's in her tent and it rolls out, and then just ploops down into the sewer. Can I do an Arcana to just calculate, like if it how far would it follow the stream before it would sink to the bottom because it has no buoyancy?
That would be nature, but yes.
I'll assist.
You
I
trained in
believe
nature?
it's gone down. The water here apparently exits at the big fall. So if it ended up in the water, it isn't on this level.
16.
It'd be in the Stone City.
Yeah, the water's flowing not particularly fast, but there's enough stuff in the water that it could have been pushed along pretty easily.
Pushed along and I would sink and then it would roll into it and then I get stuck. It's like...
Yep.
The best
Yeah.
case scenario is it's stuck on something at the bottom of the shit water. The worst case is that it has flown down into the stone city below.
Yeah.
Well, let's just...
Rats.
Okay, so...
I
Can
wonder
I
how
give
far
the whole
into
magnet... Yeah, gonna
Oh,
give
yeah.
the magnet fishing a go?
Yeah, but unfortunately, as Arlene predicts, no joy. You do find some hairpins and, like, you get a strong urge for the magnet to go into the crack, and when you peer down with a light source, there seems to be, like, the blade of a razor stuck down there.
Hmm.
The razor?
Yeah.
Get the fucking pliers and get that shit out.
Alright. Now no one will step on it.
Nice.
It's
Hooray.
like 3/4 of a razor blade. The other bit presumably broke off, and hence why it was thrown into the trash. But yeah, it's decent, shitty iron.
Yeah. It's probably in the Stone City, I'm afraid.
I
We are
just
going down
unfortunate.
there. I don't know that we want to go there from the ship flow.
No.
No.
It's like, presumably we could just have used Adventurer's Kit and then, like, hooked it up in, like, sewer grate bars and then rappelled down, but we'd be rappelling down next to a streaming flow of shit water.
Yeah.
Not exactly glamorous adventure business.
No.
No, we can literally just take the stairs and whatever
Yeah.
fucking other roundabout way, just look, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder how deep into the big city the big fall goes.
We'd be able to find it by sound.
Although
And probably
you
smell.
did hear about the big fall from rats. It might not be that big.
Oh yeah.
You know, perspective and all.
Hmm,
I mean,
that's
she'll
true.
walk alongside where the flow goes and go see where it terminates.
Or, yeah, you do in fact find the big fall, which seems to be about 3 stories down directly into a big old cauldron of just disgusting shit water. And you can definitely
Gross.
see creatures moving around in there.
Gross.
Oh, that's the Otyugh nest for sure.
Hmm. All kinds of gunky monsters.
Yes, I don't think Clara's getting her ring, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
Not yet, at least.
No, we go down into the Stone City, but I also don't know if we're going to be detouring to a point to Blighttown.
out of character, it's the poor people. It's always Blighttown.
So
Now, down there is even the
that's-
homeless don't want to live around there. That's a
yeah,
no.
that is where the floor is toxic. That is your
shit.
your for reals Blighttown down there.
Ah, shit, it's Flint mixing. Make sure.
Yeah, they got that Flint water down there.
Yeah, this appears to be
That's,
like the terminus of the sewer drains from like
Eh,
this entire half of the town, all pouring into one great big hole.
yeah, that's a keep poison resist potions slurp down the entire time you're down there situation.
I feel like Clara's a sweetheart. I don't want to go into Blighttown to get a shit
Not
covered
right
copper ring.
now.
No.
Later.
Yeah, that's a like when we're doing more of the when we get to that part of the Forgotten City. Stone City.
Yeah.
You know, or we actually research reverse metallic gravity. So, like, okay, anything that's metallic
Oh,
in
yeah.
this area starts
No,
flowing.
don't make the sewage up magically. That's every single person's midden just implodes.
Everyone's
They're
what?
just gonna start the shit Kano in the
Midden.
middens.
I have no idea what the middens is.
Dunghill, refuse heap. The
Oh.
midden is your oldie schooly shitter.
Oh, okay. No, I said reverse metallic, right? The only metal parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Barrels.
But if it's underneath a whole bunch of scrung from like, you know, generations and years and years and years and years and years, the moment you start magically lifting metal up, you're just gonna churn up. nature's shit heap.
Well, yeah, but it just gets flown out as the metals keeps rising.
Also, what about all the pipes?
Ooh.
We
Who
need
the
more.
f- the-
We need more
who the fu-
specific targeting.
my dude, like metal pipes wasn't used until like the 1900s.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
that's
sorry,
true.
1800s.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm.
This is just like free flowing sewage.
Yeah, the
They
expansion
probably
of the
terracotta pipes if in your points.
you
Yeah.
know it's pressed stone because remember the Thames was remade in the 1700s and they used fucking concrete and pressed stones, and that was sort of the industrial revolution.
My local place uses concrete pipes too.
Yeah, the same thing. Everything uses concrete because it lasts longer. It doesn't
Also,
corrode
yeah.
from shit water.
And copper just gets crumpled by tree roots.
Yeah. So, yeah, most every fucking sewage system is metal. It's just for buildings that they occasionally use, for water pipes and things like that. But nowadays it's just plastic.
Yeah.
Anyway. So you don't want to rappel down into the O2 glare in order to find Clara's ring?
No.
Or Clara's ring?
No.
right
No
now.
pass.
If we had a
there aren't enough Plague Doctor outfits in the universe.
No. If we had a flying familiar with a fucking rope and a magnet, maybe.
I mean, you can just go resummon your familiar. Make him into a flying familiar.
Steve
A,
refuses.
a flying spider, yes.
I mean, you just
just
resummon your
make him
familiar
a
and go, can you
jumping
please be a
spider."
bird for a bit? Or bat? Probably a bat.
I mean,
says
fucking
no.
Arlene will do it.
Yeah, she's willing.
Sure, she can have Raven friend instead of
feel-
cat friend.
Tori will be like, I don't want it to get eaten by the monsters, though.
Is a monster really gonna eat just a tiny little bird?
Maybe.
It lives in
If
shit.
it looks like a
I
snake.
would, I, would, I, would go, I
Thing.
would go with bat instead of bird, so you can hold onto the ceiling or like on side surfaces. If you go with bird, then your familiar can't stop moving and might end up getting. She'll make a snatchy motion. Ortiox have tentacles.
Sure, bat then. Come on, sky puppy. She'll like
Also,
make
bats
grabby
are the
hand
best.
gestures at Steve's cauldron.
Yeah, just let it out.
Alright. And as a wizard, she doesn't have the spell prepared, but she can just ritual cast it.
I can't leave a guidance hovering on it, can I? I think it's a
No,
reaction,
it's a
in this
reaction.
game. No, yeah.
If you had Kate with you, she could throw a bardic on it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Until you actually finish downtime and go on your fence quest.
Arlene
she's gonna
could cast invisibility on it.
that
She
is
did
true,
just learn that, didn't
actually.
she?
She does have invisibility prepared.
Rock and roll.
That's a good idea.
Invisible. Oh, and everything it carries is invisible. So the the
Yeah,
fishing
the
line and
fishing
everything.
magnet would be invisible, yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Fear my pulsing branium.
Arlene will mark off a second level spell slot. Cast forth a
Invisibat.
familiar, and I'm just going to use Winston Sheet for a second. So she gives it a fly speed, and she gives it invisibility, and then it's going to go make a stealth check to try not get eaten. Has advantage. Oh, it needed the advantage.
That's a pretty good one.
Alright, just gonna roll something. Oof.
It's fine, they can't see it, so if they make an attack against it, it's with disadvantage at least.
That is
Yeah,
true.
but at disadvantage. With a disadvantage to try and perceive it to begin with.
No, it's
No.
advantage on stealth, not the other way around. That said,
It can't make an op if it can't see it, though. So
no, it's
there
not
is
making an
also
oppie, but it unfortunately did beat the fuck out of the stealth roll.
that. Okay.
I'm just gonna roll this in public.
It is
Yeah,
perceptive.
goodbye, familiar.
Yeah.
From your perspective, you see like the little magnet disappear into the familiar's grasp. There's some flapping, and then a pile of shit roughly the size of a Conestoga wagon just rise up and clap.
Oh dear.
Sinks down.
Everyone slowly take a step back.
Yeah, Arlene winces.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah, uh, that wasn't 10 gold at least. Yeah.
At least it wasn't the expensive magnet.
I feel bad about that one.
Yeah. Fucking, I just lift up my hat and just hold it from my chest, like in respect. And Winston does the same, also takes off his
Pay respects.
It was a good idea.
Yep. It's fine when we, I guess it'll be easier to find that than a ring, I guess, when we come back around in the Stone City. Maybe we can make a detour to the Shikano.
Yeah. Not looking forward to it, but could be worse.
We need to
That's
see
what
if they've got any
they
jungle latex as well, so that we can protect Tori with latex underwear. Because, like, when you're doing like that tour body, I don't want there to be a single splishy splashy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, just you're going to start understanding why I'm wearing this when we go down there one day.
No, I understand
Yeah,
why you wear it on a sewer adventure. It's
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
You're walking through the streets as though it's a sewer adventure. Whatever, we've been over this.
I mean, Hightown can be a sewer, but just a moral
A
kind.
sewer, yes, a sewer of iniquity.
Well, we haven't seen too many dickish nobles, so that's nice.
True. I've only interacted with nice nobles so far.
Well, anyhow, let's get out of here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do make sure Clara knows that it's definitely not worth trying to go and get it. Because, she'll gesture in the heap.
Right.
Yeah.
But she starts thinking, but life, this is more important than life. It isn't. It's a ring, and their lover would want them to not get eaten by the shit monster.
Yeah. Claire wants the ring back, but she's not gonna die for it, and she'll make that clear. And she doesn't want you to risk your life for it either.
What is that creature down there?
Probably an Otyugh. It's like a barrel-chested,
Like
large,
a garbage monster.
yeah, horse-sized garbage reptile monster covered in tentacles, and it spits disease and causes paralysis.
They're not always nasty, but that one's probably pretty nasty.
I've never met an Otyugh that wasn't a monster I needed to slay, if I'm honest.
Well, Graham's talked to one once.
I'm continually just staggered by the degree of creatures your family has just interacted with that are generally considered slay on sight.
Wait, was that a bullet?
Feaster.
Oh no! The return of shit
Return
feaster.
of shit feaster.
The return of Shit Feaster.
Yeah, in my fucking 4E
Yeah,
game,
the
I had
4E game,
there was a
Shit
sewer
Feaster.
section, and there were some special sewer goblins, and one of them was named. There was it was Shit Bastard and Arse Feaster.
Yeah, ass
Arse
feaster.
feaster.
Sad one.
And he was fucking gross.
Harrowing.
I think we killed Arse Feaster.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Feaster
he
Oh
had
wait,
to
no,
die.
or was Arse Feaster the only one we didn't kill?
No, actually,
Forget.
no. Arse Feaster was the final survivor. You did bring him down.
Yeah,
in the end, but he was
that's
like
right.
improbably good at surviving, and he did
Yeah.
very much mental damage back to you guys. Just being the worst.
Just be like, oh no,
Horrifying.
not shit gremlin.
Yep, the shit gremlins.
Y'all motherfuckers see Jesus.
That was such a good session. Oh.
That dungeon was a lot of silly fun. I mean, to be fair, all of those
Little side
Dragon
dungeons.
magazine dungeons were
Yeah.
pretty good. It just they were all just a template for which I could just be like, all right, and here's where this insane thing that's stuck in my brain goes. I can't escape anywhere except onto the page.
Alright, so yeah, you guys can withdraw from the sewer and get back to your downtime in peace.
And oh right, during the downtime as well, when there's one of the karma days, I can fix Emperor's eye.
Sure. Roll a medicine check.
If it's something I can help with by rangering at it, then I would happily assist.
Do you have the medicine skill trained?
That's a good question. What do I got? I've got so many skills trained. Medicine is not one of them because I knew we had a Steve.
You not. You do have animal
have a-
handling though, so I'll let that count.
I do. Okay. Yeah, I have to be fair, that is the veterinarian skill.
Close
Okay. 21.
Okay, yeah. For you, this is a relatively routine procedure. You can help the cat, enjoy some painkillers and get
Yeah.
to work. It takes just an hour or so, where you can make sure its little eye is all fixed up. And yeah, it turns out this little guy or little girl has some wild heterochromia.
Didn't we determine it was a guy?
No, Empress is a girl.
I could have sworn I named it Empress and then
No, it's the other way
lifted a
around.
leg up.
No, you named them Emperor.
Emperor. And then Empress.
Yeah, and then somebody
it was a
lifted
girl.
a leg and was like,
I could have sworn.
I don't know. I mean, it's somewhere in the roleplay channel if you want to go look back through, but I'm pretty sure it was Empress as a girl.
Well, that can easily be confused. They're very young.
It's true.
So in this case, it's a simple, like, gently poking the lens back to where it's supposed to be, and then making sure it's nicely stabilized. Using Mage Hand there to just keep it focused there while throwing a cure, just to reestablish it. It's gonna have to give her a little patch over the eye for a while, for the so just to protect it.
Yeah. Okay, so you are correct. It was Emperor.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he needs a little eye patch. Does he get the cone of shame, or is he gonna be okay?
No, it can't pull this off, so it's too small for it.
Alright, cool. So temporary big boss cat.
Yeah.
He
Punish
looks so
kitten.
dashing.
Several sailors at the inn will compliment him over the next couple days. And yeah, guys can finish leveling up, do your crafting.
And cook up the potion. I cook up the potion.
You cook a potion. Alright, which potions are you cooking, by the way, just for record keeping?
Poison resist.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, make a
Already did.
couple of those.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do it so
Ashe will
fast.
take care of Emperor for a day while Kate leads you guys back down to the Stone City. So, this is the level below the normal sewer. And yeah,
Yeah.
Once you get down there, Theli especially immediately recognizes old dwarven architecture. Although to her these look like the upper floors of some of their larger buildings.
It's probably like the like platforms that go above a state house or something.
Yeah, exactly. You recognize the crenellations that used to be on top of a bank at one point, which are now the floor of like a large park down here. Yeah, there's still plenty of people walking around down here. No highborns, of course, though you do occasionally see a patrol of guardsmen. Lots and lots of the city's dispossessed have slowly congealed down here. And it is a twisting labyrinth of a maze that runs the entire breadth and width of the city. The river isn't deep enough to interfere down here, so you can't even decide which side of town you're on easily. And of course, there's no sunlight to be found. So, when navigating the Stone City, we're going to use travel checks because it is indeed a dangerous labyrinth and you are likely to be eaten by a grue.
Oh no.
Sounds good.
So, I believe we had...
I'm gonna have my terrain set to subterranean for this adventure today.
Makes sense. So we had Theli on Navigate with Survival, Tori with Cooks, and Ashe was the scout. But
What's that? What's the scout skills? Let's check.
19.
scout skills are usually, let's see, athletics, perception, stealth, or vehicles. So you can just let Arlene handle it.
Considering this is a
Yeah, I can have-
navigation, I'm gonna chuck a knack on that 19 as well. 25, baby.
Nice.
Ho ho.
And I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna grab a
You
drink.
know these cities like the back of your hand.
God, it's like you've been here before.
Yeah.
And I can flash of genius her for that.
Alright, well, if you're going to flash genius anyone, it would probably be Tori.
Yeah.
Okay,
Up
well,
to 15 just in case.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
since
it
I'm
is.
the provisioner. Like, I don't know, 14 might be good enough this early, but you never know. And for the provisioner, I feel like that's the most
Yeah,
important.
I'm going to
going
be
into
honest,
the
Provision has a
shit
higher
gremlin.
DC than anything down here.
Okay, good. 18.
Because, yeah. So yeah, at this level, the DC is just 10 for scouting, but it is 15 for the other two.
Makes sense.
and I will say this. I do have the purification. I got that as a ritual.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, do
That
you
probably
really
helps
want to
with
eat
that.
something that's been covered in poop, even if it's been sanitized? I know I
I
don't.
will say this.
Soylent
It's
Green.
like if you don't have anything else and you're days away,
Yeah,
my
if,
dude, I've
if you're
eaten
desperate,
I've eaten.
sure. Luckily, you're not desperate yet.
Yeah,
We
I have
can...
my backpack with own supplies as well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, when you're down to like level 10 or so, we can talk about desperation eating. But right now, if you fail to a cook's test, the provisioner, you'd probably just want to go home. Just get new food, try again. But yeah, with your successful tests, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is you will be able to make it where you want to go. The bad news is that on your way down, you are accosted by a young human man who's surprisingly well dressed and will approach you with hands out and open. Hello there, friends. I don't mean to impose upon you, but might you have a moment to sign a petition?
Everyone just tries
petition?
squint.
Head tilt.
Ah.
Sorry, I can't read.
Sorry, I can't write.
Oh, that's okay. Just your mark will be sufficient. I'm working for the city ombudsman. I'm trying to collect signatures to put forward a motion that we start building new housing outside the city. Yeah, seems reasonable. He seems to be on the level, though he is scared shitless of you guys. He is trying his best.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
Steve looks normal now. He doesn't have the fucking beacon.
Yeah, but you guys are
Well,
bristling with
still
weapons.
a group of
You have a
yeah,
centaur.
armed adventurers. Yeah, they'll pause and go. We're not residents, so I don't think our names would count.
That's sort of the problem, ma'am. Most of the people in the city, it feels like at this point, aren't permanent residents.
That's true, but those aren't the names that will help, are they? You need people who are already housed to agree to this. Otherwise, no one's going to do anything about it. Otherwise, you just have a place full of people who want a house and no one to do it.
Well, right, that's why I'm collecting the signatures of the people who want to have homes to live in to present the list to the ombudsman. If he sees that there's 3 or 4,000 people who are homeless in the city, surely he'll approve the measure. Or at least
Makes
bring it up to the
sense.
chancellor.
Sure. She'll sign.
This is something I have also been thinking about since coming to this city.
Really, that's great. Yes, we need more people
And
out here trying to help the poor of the city.
yes. Yes. Now, just looks at the man and is like, and once you gather the signatures, what do you want to do? With what finances are we going to bring up? You're going to use for that?
Well, I don't have access to the city's finances, good sir or madam. That would be up to Lord Gold. I can only present the need for the problem. It's up to him, the Duchess, and the Ombudsman to, find the specifics of the solution. Right now, everyone knows there's a problem, but up in the palace, it's easy to underestimate just how bad it is down here. We, working in the castle, most of us would never come down here. That's why I have to show them. He'll gesticulate with his pad of names. There really are as many people as the rumors say. So, please, could I have your signature too?
Yes. I will sign. Though I am not a citizen of this city.
That's alright. Very few of us are. Arlene will put her sign down, as will Kate.
Alright, I will sign.
But does Steve.
I can see the need and I see what you're trying to do, but I'm trying to see how the problem is trying to be solved financially and systematically. The work would have, if the financial, from a financial point, those that would have, those that would want housing would need to build it themselves then.
Well, if anything, don't you think that would be a good thing for the city to give all of these people paying work? At least good,
Nah,
honest work, rather than having them sit down here.
yeah, but like, who said anything about paying? That's the problem. Financing food at the moment. A house doesn't help if you have nothing to eat.
True, but the duchy isn't struggling with money right now. It's struggling with food and war. And neither of those are being helped by people living in the sewers and starting to spread disease.
So, sorry, you broke up there. So probably with money, struggling for money, and that just emptied out.
The duchy's not struggling with money, it's struggling with food production and with war. And neither of those problems are being helped by people languishing down here, spreading disease.
Very well. If you can present the idea of the people themselves can be put to work to build their own houses outside, then I think there would be a much higher chance for this to go get the attention it needs.
I think that's a good idea, yes. I'll present that to the ombudsman as well. He'll sort of once again offer you the pad.
I will make a signature of S.MD.
Man will give you all a big grin. God's bless you all. Thank you, thank you. And he will scurry past to try and talk to some other random homeless people milling around.
Take care.
Yeah. It's not all that long after before you guys arrive at a more lived-in looking part of the Stone City. And you can hear the sounds of quite a number of people talking, as well as what sounds like a fiddle playing.
It makes sense. We are technically walking around on a roof.
Kate will point ahead.
I do love that musical, though.
I believe this is the Bloody Hound Inn.
What a name.
Yeah, but it's where the Red Wolves hang out, at least some of them.
Huh.
Just was before anyone starts moving in, would like to just say, was for Thelius was be like, aren't we technically working for her?
We're just associated with her.
Okay, just making sure. Just
We're researching something for her. That's all.
yeah, okay, just making sure.
It's not like we know their gang signs.
What's up, G? No. Is this actually a like a gated off area, or is it open?
There is a door there, but it is currently open, allowing
Sure.
you to see a small crowd of mostly dwarves, though there is a table currently home to a foxo, a human with a pair of swords, and a Benoy with blue streaks in her brown hair.
Oh, I can also see a familiar fuckboy and a
Hey,
familiar
yeah.
fuck lady.
Yeah, there is, in fact, those two blondies sitting at the bar. Gwen currently has a fiddle tucked under her chin and is playing to earn a few coins being tossed her way. And the elf lad is sat at the end of the bar by himself with a tremendous stein, currently getting shit-faced part 2.
You can't get hungover if you never stop drinking.
Exactly. You understand.
But if you ever do stop drinking, You will die.
Yeah. It's fine. We called that the Dwarven Ouroboros.
Several dwarves just lift their steins.
Jan, skilled. And then I will...
Lass will step up.
Hello, miss.
Hello. What can I get you?
What's good?
Nothing?
Fair enough. Whatever's cheapest then.
Right. One piss lager coming up.
Cheers. Oh, here. And I'll tip her a copper as well. Just a little extra coin here and there.
She gives you an appreciative nod. We'll look to the rest of the party. Vale, you recognize this Foxo here as one of your opponents from the Dragonlance tournament.
Oh yeah!
She had the Goblin Spider army.
That was a pretty cool army.
I was out of character. I would like for Savin to re-say the name of the drink.
Piss lager.
I would also like to remind people where the fuck we are. That might actually be a literally piss
I mean,
lager.
the reason she ordered the cheapest drink is not because she's going to drink it. It's just so that there is a drink there.
Yes, just I actually had a small like disgust reaction when he said a piss lager because we're in the sewers. It could literally be fermented piss.
Oh god.
Yes.
But it's all Jenkum down here.
Oh yeah. It's underneath. We're underneath the real world. We're fucking Australia right now.
Yeah, as I approach the corner, I'll be like, "Oh, hello there. I recognize some extra faces here."
Gwen will pause her playing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, if it isn't my saviors, what on earth brings you down here?
Stuff and things.
Yeah, but information, maybe some less than above board sales.
Well, you definitely have come to the right place for that, unfortunately.
She'll just gently tap her nose anyway and look around. And what brings you down here then?
She pats her fiddle in the small stack of mostly copper and a few silver coins. One of the few ways I have to earn respectable money.
Makes sense. Any future plans, or just barding for a while?
I have plans upon plans, but none of them seem particularly actionable at the moment. If I had more coin, I would be putting up a bounty for some wretched fishmen I've heard are sighted on the coast near here. I think they might have something to do with the Kraken.
Interesting. You think they're riling it up or just feeding it?
I'm unsure, but she'll lower her voice a bit. I have heard that some of them have tentacles growing from them. They are
Ooh.
perhaps touched by its power.
Of course. Try nature at that. Not it. Meh.
Krakens are weird psychic abominations. Who knows?
It's true, yeah. Some funky brainium.
Steve, yeah, that sounds like a thing a Kraken might do. Be able to
Make a
impart
bunch
some
of
of its
frills.
flesh, or graft some of its flesh onto a minion.
Grody.
Weird.
Yeah, weird. Even if they aren't related to the Kraken, they should be purged from this world. I would do
Sounds
it
it.
myself, but I am as yet flying solo.
I'd invite you with us, but we're a large group already.
I can see. Well, And so long as I am shipwrecked here, if you have need of a paladin's blade, she will put a hand on the longsword that you helped finance for her. I will be around.
Certainly something to keep in mind. At some point, we'll be crossing the border towards Barbarian territory. Might be we'll want extra hands. Least of all, just to enable us to, like, leave a carriage behind and be sure it's still there for us.
I suppose if I am down to fiddling in a bar, I'm not above playing coach watchman.
She'll pause. I think there's a pun there in a rune somewhere.
She just gives you a slight smile.
And I'm sure you've heard them all before.
And as you're saying that, the elf finally seems to notice you and just kind of gesticulates at Thelerien. Ah! The tall lady with the large breasts returns. Would you, madam, consider, or reconsider, my previous request, but with less crying and more just... runs his hands around in an orbular shape.
Oh my goodness.
That line is not working either. But nice
Damn.
to meet you all the same.
Good for trying.
Yep,
You miss
You
all
go
the
guns
shots
pretty
you
well.
don't
That-
take,
yeah.
as they say.
that is true.
At least
Speaking
you
of
seem a lot
which,
more sober.
Picks up a shot of whiskey and just downs it. Ah. God, that's terrible.
Well, at least we managed to get you into bed properly last night.
Oh, that was you. Thank you for not letting me drown in my own vomit. I appreciate it immensely. By which I mean I would buy you a drink, except I'm put all of my gold into my tab already, and it's basically gone.
Fair. Say, you wouldn't happen to know a trader in the area, would you?
A trader? Depends on what sort of trading you want, but yes, I know a guy who knows a guy.
She'll say in Aelven, miscellaneous acquisitions.
I knew I liked you. You speak a good tongue. I bet you're excellent with it.
I am, but again, besides the point.
Yes, there's just down the hallway, there's a fellow who works in acquisitions. I hear he's quite good at it.
Ah.
Excellent.
Yes. Not that hall, he says, pointing this way. That's the chef's room. I meant down that way, and to the, let's see. He has to physically
dingy
turn
bar.
himself around in his chair to get oriented correctly. The left way.
Yes. Gotcha. Yeah.
By the way, has anyone ever told you you have remarkably large thighs?
Yes. Yeah, I've been
Mhm.
told a great deal of things about just about every inch of my body. Do with that information what you will.
You know, I know a fellow who sells watermelons. Now, I bet we could make a fortune if you could crush them with it in public.
I mean, you aren't incorrect, but it's not really the kind of gimmick I'm into.
That is your best suggestion yet, though.
That is, yeah,
Well-
admittedly, as far as schemes go, very solid choice.
And we killed the watermelons before, so they are freshly.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
We
you've
could
got
make
the
watermelon juice. Oh, yes. Now we're talking.
juice. I was thinking like cocktails instead. So, get a whole bunch of glasses halfway up with vodka and then crush a watermelon over them between my thighs.
You know what? You're not
I
just
have-
gorgeous. You're genius, too.
I do happen to be a skilled brewer.
I thought you were about to say watermelon farmer.
Well, if that's the
No,
case...
Let's not go down that line at the moment. But thank you for the offer and putting it out there. Slowly shakes her head and looks momentarily mystified by this baffling turn.
I don't know. I think he's kind of charming for being a bumbling idiot.
A little bit.
I'm not convinced he's an idiot.
no.
Or a complete idiot.
Just a drunk.
Did you hear anything that came out of his mouth?
The difference between being one and playing.
What, you think he's actually trying to con us?
I don't know about that.
No, I just think he learned. I think he just picked up some skills that he's good at, and you just don't show your true face. You know, the usual.
Ah, yeah. He's clearly trying to bluff us into thinking he's a moron, and he's going to show up at the Dragonlance tournament and whoop all our asses. That's got to be a scheme.
Well, who knows? It's a mighty amount of gold if you win.
That's true, but I think he might just be a drunk.
Yeah, just.
Remarkably handsome drunk, but drunk nonetheless.
Yeah, just careful, silently, just placing down some 5 GP by in front of him. Just say an ancient elvish. Keep your head on straight, boy.
Well, you're my new best friend. Cheers, strange beaky fellow.
Steve.
That's a remarkably strange name for an elf.
Yeah, a remarkably strange color for one, but that's beside the point.
He puts up a finger to rebuke that, and then just points at you and laughs. You have a fair point, I guess.
But yeah, keep your head on straight.
Actually, and still saying this in Ancient Elven, watch me see if I can get it slapped all the way off. He'll pick up one of the gold coins and take careful aim. And flick it onto one of the bartender's breasts, but it just kind of bounces off and rolls onto the floor. She reaches over and slaps the shit out of him. Oof! Ah! I'll take another beer, please. Goodbye, large, beautiful lady. And Thelerien is
Yeah,
gone.
What?
yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted again. I did say, see you later, small pretty boy, and then walked my way over here and said, say, is this place open? Is it business hours, essentially? And jerked a thumb down the corridor.
One of the red hooded fellows will just shake his head. Shop's closed.
Shit, nothing?
I'll glance down. Just about nothing.
Ugh. It's a shame. Already sold out then? Well, I guess of most things. Is there really nothing good? We're kind of going to be traveling soon. Might need some extra tools.
Traveling stuff? Mike could ask, I guess. It's slim pickings these days.
Yeah, I get you. Well, we'll be quick at least. If he's got nothing, he's got nothing.
Well, and as the lot of you are leaving, Vale.
Yes.
Kitsune is gonna like tug your cloak as you walk by. Hey, you didn't happen to see a pretty blonde cat boy on your way in?
A pretty blonde cat boy.
Yeah.
Taking
No thoughts
taking
between his
names.
eyes. Just big muscles, big heart. Lots of green.
Did I?
No, you absolutely did not.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think
good.
so.
I wasn't sure if I had just glazed over that.
You did not space out.
Okay, good. I'm afraid not.
Oh, damn. Well, if you happen to see one running around down here, let him know Mitsuna's looking for him. I'd say let him know I'm going to spank him, but that might just encourage him.
Tall, you said?
Yeah, a little above average, about 6 foot.
Taller than your average Cass.
Yeah, that's his name. How'd you know?
Just a feeling.
Yeah,
There are
just...
some of those in my family.
Ah. Well, if you happen to run into your kinsman down here, like I said, just send him on this way. Should have been here hours ago. Probably found some pretty vagabond to lust after.
Frowns. Now I'm wondering. This I couldn't possibly be a. This I couldn't possibly be related to this cassoid. Could I?
I mean,
Do you have a last name for this individual?
Anders.
Ooh,
As in Anders Bay?
That's right.
Okay.
I like those cassoids.
I will keep this in mind.
Appreciate it. Oh, are you gonna be in town for the tournament in a couple days?
I believe so.
Well then, I'll see you there. Give you a wink.
A smile. It'll be good to have another. It'll be good to have a rematch.
Indeed, I'm looking forward to seeing how your army's developed. Sure you have all sorts of new tactics to befuddle me with.
Uh, well, I'll do my best.
She'll lift her glass to you and go back to sipping her water.
I have to make a history check here. I don't think I readily know of this specific cast.
Probably not this specific one, but you do know that your cousin's your cousin's married into the ducal family of Anders Bay, so it's pretty likely that you're related. Really, at this point, probably quite
Distantly, at
distantly.
least.
Yeah, your cousin's like 10 times removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thelerien, you can give the door a knock. After a couple of moments, a little slit latch will open up on top, and you see a fellow with a red helmet looking out at you. What?
Looking to trade. I will reach into my pouch and just like hold up some coin. Probably the classic, like 3 coins between 4 fingers.
You got a password?
Actually, I think I personally have forgotten it since, but I'm pretty sure we had one from the Red Wolves when we did
Yeah.
the trade.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, maybe I've written it down. That would be a good one to have written down. No, I don't have a note for it anymore. No, didn't get one.
Shame. Shop's closed, unfortunately. Come back in a week.
I heard pickings were slim, but that bad?
You know how it is. He like starts to slowly pull the latch closed.
Damn it. Well, we're going down to the Stone City soon. I'm hoping to perhaps acquire some things a little hotter, maybe more magical than usual. Anything like that hanging around?
Ooh. Roll persuade, I suppose. Let's see if you can convince him that you're. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Any
Somebody-
You can have my inspo.
17 then? And you know what? Let's crank that up to 21.
I guess that depends on how much money you got.
Well, we've got some reputations with a few nobles here and there. Spent some time in an embassy, you know how it is. If I don't have enough, I'm sure I can make enough really quickly.
Alright, alright. I guess Scar will be interested enough. The latch will open and the door slides to the side.
Our character would be hilarious if you beat the 2 ones we set free and be like, oh, you two. I'll be like, oh, God, you guys.
Yeah, I imagine the first thing I do is make sure that I don't recognize any of these faces here.
Not that you can see.
Fair enough.
You seem to have interrupted them in the middle of a meal. They'll glance at you warily, but you've promised a big coin, and they like a big coin here. Big coin accessories.
Yep.
The man in the heavy armor will walk down south with you. Come on then.
Right you are.
And if anyone is in need of a physician, my services is available.
Oh yeah, my buddy's a sawbones for hire.
Yeah,
He doesn't
where-
ask awkward questions either.
There's a moment's consideration. Yeah, maybe. I think Scarry's got a loose tooth. I'll pound
There's
on
some
the door.
gobbo who
here.
just tries to yank all of those.
Oh, you met that shit goblin too, huh?
No, I just heard about him. Feel like everyone has.
Yeah, a menace.
Why does he need so many teeth? It's actually starting to get quite concerning now, the number of people who are like, yeah, this is Goblin who takes teeth. He's definitely got a throne or a chair.
Made out of teeth. That's
Yeah.
horrifying.
Like teeth. Like a plate made of teeth.
Ugh.
No, he just has, like a scale mill, but it's just teeth.
Duh.
Oh god. Got that fucking grim tooth fairy feel going on.
There's a thud on the door from the pack guard. Scary! Got some folks here with real coin. You hear a muffled voice from inside. God damn it, I don't have anything! Urgh. A heavy lock disengages. The door will be thrown open. What? My money. I got money. I don't have things to fucking sell for it. What are you looking for? Make it quick. When he says make it
Magical
quick, you can see
accessory.
that there's a bunch of people, like, moving around in this little workshop here. They seem to be packing boxes quite hurriedly.
Oh shit, it's that bad, huh? Yeah, we were looking to score magical equipment. Missing findy bets. Adventurers delve into dangerous places. We could use something a bit hotter than usual.
Yeah, I bet you fucking could. It's getting spicy down there. He looks past you. No one followed you, right?
Nah, we're clean.
Alright, get the fuck in here so I can close my door again. He starts to walk back and then turns around and just thumps this pack guard on the head. Stop bringing people in here. What the fuck do I have to say? Ah! Sorry, boss. Thought you liked money. My bad. I'll huff and go back to what he was doing. Get in here. One of the scum in here will close the door and lock it again.
Fuck me, you're all in a hurry as well, aren't you?
Ah!
Is it guards coming, or...
Well, I wish it was the fucking guards. You can pay them off.
Oh shit, what is it?
Monsters?
Might as well fucking be. Anyway, look. Magic shit, plumb out. I got a touch of Residium. I got a few scrolls.
Right.
That's about all that's left here.
Any armor, jewelry?
No, shipped the last of it out 4 or 5 days ago.
Who bought all of that product?
No one's fucking buying magic stuff for disenchanting it. You can't sell anything except to knights. They're not buying.
God damn it.
Makes sense, though.
Does that mean that you guys disenchanted that posh cunt's ring, the one with the IOU on it?
One with a what?
The one who had wanted
The
signs up
notice.
for
Yeah,
it.
the posters.
Oh.
Honestly, it sounded good. Do you know that thing has fucking resistance on it for thunder? And we were going to go up to, Barb country, the thunder place. Would have been real bloody nice.
I mean, it'd be nice for those stupid toads, too.
Yeah, the fucking toads. That's what I said it'd be useful for, but... no. I disenchanted. I just passed it on. Like I said, that one, 10 days ago. Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
That one's long gone.
Who to go to? Maybe they haven't disenchanted it yet?
Sorry. Look, I don't know you that well.
Yeah, that's
only
fair.
reason I'm fucking talking to you is you look like
Makes
those
sense.
bastards Tibby mentioned.
Yeah, we are
Funny
those
story.
bastards Tibby
Yeah.
mentioned. It's
Yeah,
part of the
indeed.
reason why we're here in this city and why we're traveling so damn far. It's to get information for her. Tell you what, since you haven't got anything that we can buy, for your time, if you could point us to that guy's direction, it would really help. And I'll pull out 10 gold and just palm it to him.
Look,
And I'll even hold it. I'll even hand the gold off before he says like no or anything, just to make it clear.
Roll persuade. It's gonna be a real high DC though.
Anyone helping me out here?
Yeah, I would if it's like if I'm able to, like,
You
with the
need to do a little talking.
pressure.
Well, yeah,
It'd be
it's mostly to worm my way into whatever fucking official place they got there. They have everything locked on tight. Their
I mean, you'd be
social,
doing
their social
Tibby a
circus,
solid.
everything. Yeah, the shit we do for TV did requires us to get more information, and everyone is dead ass quiet about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
look,
is-
I appreciate Tibby's idiot pet project and all, but ain't nobody heard from her in like 3 weeks almost. The last I heard from her was talking about you idiots. And she goes off the deep end again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that...
She did accidentally almost kill us at one point.
Yeah,
Happens.
we were-
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stabbed me once.
Oh, you too.
17.
I can flash. I can flash you.
Is it what dice is a flash?
D6.
D6.
Same as my knack, but yeah, go for it. Because I've only got one left.
Hey, 22.
Ooh, 22.
Look, if you're using it for Tibby, The dwarf looks around, concerned. Listen, we're going up to Winslow's Mill in a couple days. First of the month. Maybe,
Right.
if it hasn't been disenchanted yet, it might still be there. But I ain't making any promises. And if fucking Barrett shoots you when he sees you, that's not my problem, alright?
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Do you have a phrase
Yeah.
for Barrett? Maybe something to help us a little bit less with getting shot.
No, he'll fucking shoot you if you aren't with me.
No, fair enough.
Might get shot if you're with me.
Fair enough again. Point taken.
He's got some issues going on right now. Let's just put it that way.
Sleep or just pressure from everyone else?
Pressure from whatever the fuck's coming out of the mortuary these days.
Okay.
Oh shit, we got undead rising.
Oh, worse than that, the fucking broken men. He shuffles back.
Huh?
Just a second. Yes.
History. What, broken men?
Sure. Can give it a shot.
Chuck a nature in.
No, that won't help.
Okay. That's a shame. Because that was a real nice dice roll.
Yeah.
Alright, no idea.
The
Fellow.
broken men?
Well, how the fuck new are you to this place? You know the broken men.
We've been here
Kinda just
for
got here.
a week. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh god, I'm babysitting
Just
now?
over a
God damn it, Tibby.
Ah, fuck. It's barely bait. We'll be out of your hair quick enough anyway.
Look, if you don't know, you don't want to fucking know. Let's just put it that way. Stay the fuck away from them.
Alright, fair enough.
If you
Well,
don't know them, they
how
don't
the
know
fuck
you.
do we-
Although you really probably don't want to be associated with us right now, let me tell you.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. Okay, I get you now.
Well, what are the broken men so we know what to stay away from?
Like I said, if you
Okay.
don't know them, they won't know you.
Yeah, that's
Oh
fine.
shit.
You will find the fuck out what a broken man is when one of them breaks you.
I tell you what, they're a bounty on any move if we do bump into a couple.
No. You fucking,
Aye.
if you bump into one of them, either run the fuck away or kill yourself.
Noted.
What is this creature?
We don't know. He isn't telling us.
there's a
we're
thing.
We're not gonna push it.
He is telling you to avoid a person or group or creature called the Broken Men.
And they
And
are
is basically trying to save you from
real-
yourself by saying, I ain't telling you shit.
Yeah. He's honestly being pretty on the level with us at the moment.
Yeah, he looks genuinely like, at least concerned, bordering on terrified at the moment.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we have a location for the ring,
Well, that's good.
and we'll have to keep an eye out for hopefully not bumping into whatever Broken Men is.
Like I said, first of the month, Winslow's Mill.
Right.
Be there at sundown, and I'll try and get Barrett not to shoot you.
All right. Sounds like a deal. Take care of
Seriously, though, if he
yourselves.
fucking shoots you, it's not my fault.
No, I get you. It happens. As I say, we've already almost been killed once
Yeah, we're used to it.
or twice.
Okay.
Happens.
Somebody
Yeah.
named Scary having a issue with a tooth.
Oh
What?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be me. I'm Scarbrand. Scary.
Ah, Steve. Physician. Researcher. Also, very skilled dentist.
Why the fuck is Tibby hiring a dentist?
I am a multi-talented physician, thank you very much. This is part of full body care. If you
Is that code for a
would
torturer?
No, I'm literally can fix teeth. I can repair teeth.
That's true. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's not like that goblin we've heard about.
No, I save teeth.
Yeah.
I don't pull them.
Okay, good, because I was actually kind of thinking about going to see the fucking goblin. This mole
Okay,
is
let's-
goddamn killing me.
Let's see what
Sounds
they
like
have.
such a creep.
Yeah, I'm very, very concerned the fact that
Unsettled.
he's operating without a license.
I'm concerned more than the license part and more about all the other horrifying things that this dude might be about.
Okay, let's see what you have here. So, open up. This goes quick.
He can make one of his goons get out of the way. He'll sit down. And yeah, you can see. Oops. Yeah, one of his like very back teeth has a pretty nasty fracture, which he will attribute to biting into the pit of something.
Oh yeah, I can repair that. So that'd be. Oh yeah, that's a quick repair.
I can actually fix that.
No. Oh yeah, that's easily. It's not. Open up wider and just get some more light. Yeah, there's no sign of infection. It's open, so that the inner softer part of the teeth is exposed. That's why it hurts.
Yeah, I fucking noticed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me. Okay. Let me get my stuff here. I'm just gonna clean you up. I get some fucking actual disinfectant alcohol, and just. This is gonna burn. Spit it out. Do not swallow this. Just wash out the tooth there.
You're telling a dwarf that? Come on.
No, this is actually gonna get you sick if you drink it.
Again, you're telling a dwarf that? Come on.
He seems to take this as a personal insult. Given that his tooth really fucking hurts, he will comply.
Yeah, that and he's
Yeah.
being told by someone dressed like a plague doctor not to swallow the mystery beverage. I'd be scared enough to be like, you know what? Fair enough, mystery doctor.
Yeah, so just okay. Yeah,
Squeaky bastard.
that's it cleaned out. Yeah. Be good health and flesh. Good. Okay, let me just get my silvering out and just start the repair again. I've done this before.
Yeah, it's not a problem. You just mark off a healer's kit and you can completely repair this tooth. The
Yeah,
two
and
orc
then,
bodyguard ladies will offer to hold him down for you, which gets them just told off in Orcish.
What? There's no need to hold him down. This
I
is
think they're just
relative
fucking
pain.
with him.
Yeah, but I want to hold him down. Let me crank
Rude.
his mouth open for you.
I am a
Oh,
consummate
that's what you meant by
professional.
hold him.
Young lady, I'm a consummate professional. Thank you very much.
I'm a professional too.
Good, then I can cane you later. I start fixing
What?
the tooth.
Threaten me with a good time.
So that one coming.
Exactly.
Alright, you two are on the clock.
Okay. Yeah, you just
Well, they could be on the
Okay.
cock.
you're just fixing repair and gives them a clean bit of leather. Chew on that for a little bit just to get accustomed with repair.
I felt like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
You will
Good leather,
Yeah.
though.
pick up those 10 GP he was handed earlier and just place them in your hand. I just feel better though.
Yeah, there you go. Good work. Now, there you go. The leather bit, and there you go. Perfectly fixed now. Should have settled in perfectly there.
Right. There. Well, if you'll excuse me then, I have a workshop to go resume packing up.
Yeah, take care and good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see Tibby, tell her to get in touch for once, please.
I hear that a lot from just about everyone Tibby works with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a network of us all looking for Tibby. Eventually, one of us is gonna fucking find her. And when you do, points at Steve, cane her ass.
I think she's more into the leather part, so I have to just tap the belt.
Well, didn't know I needed to think about that today, but I do, apparently. I'll be in my bunk, ladies.
Just gonna posh one out. Tibby getting whipped with a belt. You know, as you do.
Yeah.
Weird day.
One of the orcs will glance at Steve. So is that caning still on the table?
Just look. How old does she look to be an orc?
In orc, she looks like she's probably late 20s, early 30s.
Mm. Well, if you were a little older, I would be most inclined to wind down and beat you, but it's cradle robbing for me.
What a fucking line! I would be, if you were old, I would be down to wine, dine, and beat
your
you.
ass so hard.
The orc's cheeks darken a little bit. Well, man, I'll come back in 20 years or so.
Until
Nice.
then,
It's a day.
One of the scum will unlatch the door for you.
Oh, fucking hell. Weird day.
yeah, you get to see sides of, this is the shit he can actually do. He's been around the fucking block a couple of centuries. God damn.
When you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
out, Kate will just glance at Steve. Did you actually just grow a sense of humor?
No, I always had it. It's just the situations never require it. Thank you very much.
See, that's
And
the
those-
kind of speech that leads me to believe you don't have a sense of humor.
Kate
The
just
term...
Kate just looks at Theler like, I think he actually he was actually
I
gonna
know,
wind down and beat her.
Yeah. And I think she'd probably enjoy it a lot.
Click, clack, click, clack. Oh, fucking cane.
Alright. So back to the surface? Question mark?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, out of character, this is like the best point to just fucking end on. Like, it was a fucking
Sure.
highlight, if anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about end time.
The end times. No, it's a different campaign.
Yeah. So what's the plan for next time?
I would
Well-
I would really like to try a sneaky break-in of this Miller's Hell. I also want to learn about whatever the fuck a Broken Man is. Obviously, he warned us not
Yeah.
to, but that only makes me want to more.
Yeah, this... it's time to... I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, you
This
could
is
just
where...
go ask Lavanya.
In the magical circle of protective power, so yeah.
I mean,
What
we
is a
can
broken
ask
man?
people who aren't going to charge us money
Yeah,
first.
10 gold.
Yes, but there's a bigger chance that if the fucking sneaky thief motherfuckers who are like stealing everything and be like, don't want to know, fucking don't know, run. If they motherfucker who are good at like staying in the shadows, keeping away from shit, be saying, stay away from those motherfuckers. Or kill yourself if you find one. Then there's usually an indication like they got some spooky, weird fucking powers, or they're a bunch of fucking culty, psychotic motherfuckers.
Yeah, but that's
So if-
also the kind of thing that if you just spend any amount of time in a bar carousing, you can try and learn.
Yes, but
Spooky rumors is the kind of thing a drunk person will talk about because they don't know any better. Like,
Oh,
the
yeah.
reason he's not telling us is because he knows better. He knows that they are really dangerous. But to, like, some guy who has never seen and will never see them, that's just a story to tell.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then we just ask the one with the knowledge about, well, with money.
True.
I just don't want the whole, like, oh, these people are asking about the broken men. These adventurers are asking about the broken
Yeah.
men. These
Yeah, that's a fair
specific
point.
adventurers. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's...
Yeah, we do have a rep.
Yeah, so...
I still want to check out the library golem.
I want to do that too.
Well, you still have like 2 days before the Warhammer tournament, and then the mill.
Yeah.
Scarbrand is going to the mill on the 1st, which is the day after the war, or the Dragonlance tournament.
Day after the war.
The day after the war.
Dragonlance is war.
Yeah. So, if you want to do the Golem Library, you could just about squeeze it in.
Okay. I'm down with
Hey,
that.
is this Grand Melee poster new? Has that always been there?
That
Yeah,
is
it's been
new
there.
since last session, yes.
Oh.
All of noble birth are called to prove their valor at the list's grand melee on the last day of August.
Yeah, so that's a little over a month from now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm definitely going to that.
Oh
Yeah.
This, yeah, I was like, if Vale isn't in this shit, I'm like wondering what the fuck is wrong with her.
Riot.
Grand
Riot.
Melee.
Yeah. Fel would love to do that shit, but you know, that is that would be quite a lot of outing for her.
Yeah.
Thelerien of House Millennia is dead.
Yeah. Vale and Arlene could participate without any issue. The rest of you would have to acquire some patents of nobility or bribe somebody.
Ashe could probably as well, right?
Yeah, Ashe, of course.
Yeah,
He's
Ashe.
not here.
Yeah.
Steve would just have to ask Lady
Right.
Acacia.
Right.
Although, well, I guess Steve could
Would
participate in the
Steve-
melee. I don't think he'd want to go into the joust. He's not quite equipped for that.
No, he doesn't pack the fucking weight or weapon skill for it.
You could go scalpel people in the grand melee, though. That would be pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually one of the hilarities that it's an item I want to actually make. The specialized tools for exsanguination.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah,
Agreed.
that's the thing. But that's the thing. It's like, oh, it's a big monster, and it has like, yeah, but it bleeds. Stabbing something, oh, now it bleeds very, very lot. And if you ripped it out, it's gonna bleed even worse.
Alright.
So I need to research this kind of weapon.
In the meantime, though, did you explore a new interesting location? Yeah, it was your first time into
Yeah.
the actual Stone City.
Yeah.
Your first time, Dab.
Did you discover a new interesting truth about the world?
Tigs in the sewers down there.
You don't technically know what that is.
Yeah, there's
It's a
an
poop
actual
monster.
monster in the
I'm
sewers.
gonna be honest. There's monsters in the shit water is not new or interesting. That's just...
There's some kind of
Yeah,
creeping
there
terror in
exists-
the sewer called the Broken Men
There you go.
that no one wants
Not
to
in
talk
the sewer,
about.
but like,
Oh.
yeah,
In the
coming
world.
out
The
of
city.
Somewhere in
the
It's
the...
in the-
mausoleums.
Did you advance or complete a quest?
Yes.
Yeah, we advanced the
Ring
quest
Ring?
for the
Yeah,
ring.
You did your investigations and learned where it may be if it's still extant. Did you protect the people of Iona from a deadly threat? No. Did you instigate lasting change in the world at large or the life of a companion? I don't think so.
Probably not.
So
No,
3
I
XP.
don't think
No.
fixing a tooth count. I
No.
don't think fixing a tooth counts.
Yeah, Scarbrand is definitely not a companion.
Not a companion, but we have improved the lives of some people,
Yes.
like Claire and
I'm pretty sure we scored
those homeless
Claire,
folk.
improving Claire in as soon as we gave her the
Oh,
money.
did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. That said, there is some inspirations to be awarded out. So 3 XP, everyone. Let's do goals. Steve, no. Thelerien, yes. You did go in there and get out without a
Yeah,
fight.
no Mortal Kombat.
Valeina, no. Victorine, yes.
Yay.
And then Steve and Kina and Thelerien, I'm going to give all of you inspo for your RP session stuff.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay.
Hedrah, would you like my spare inspiration there?
You just got it.
Oh, she just got one as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're floating.
Yep.
I'll use it to
Ashe.
cure a point of corruption.
Excellent. Alright.
If Kate doesn't have, you could just stuff her up.
Oh no, she's
She's
a
a
musician.
musician.
She just generates her own.
Mm.
Yeah,
She-
indeed,
she's
both of your
the bank of
companions just
inspiration.
get their own inspo all the time.
Welcome to the Bank of Inspiration.
But yeah, good job, everybody. And if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you on Thursday for another exciting 6-hour session of Warhammer. Till then, adios
Oh my
and
god,
do take
is it
care.
really like that at the
It's
moment?
every single session
It has
6
been
hours,
every
yeah.
session so
It's
far.
gonna be a short. It's gonna be a short session. No, it's not. It's between 4 and 8 hours.
Mers actually said, oh, it'll probably be a short session last session. And it was the shortest session
No.
yet at only 6 hours instead of 6.5.
Oh, fucking hell.
Anyway, goodbye YouTube and Twitch.